everyone, and welcome into week 1 of the 2026 high school football season on KSL Sports Rewind. We got a great one for you tonight at Juan Diego High School, a game that does not feature Juan Diego, but instead the Logan Grizzlies and the Summit Academy Bears. I'm JT Wistersill, Tucker Bass by my side as we get kickoff underway here. And this one is actually going to end up out of bounds. Looked like it was going to be a touchback, Tucker.
Yeah.
How about that bounce?
Right at the 1 yard line. So unfortunate penalty for the Grizzlies to start out, but hey, JT, I'm also excited to be here on the first Friday night of this football season. We couldn't ask for better weather tonight either.
Yeah, lucky because it was raining a little bit earlier, but a spectacular night for football. We are so ecstatic to be here. We apologize that we do not have a scoreboard up right now. We are working on technical difficulties, but we are just happy that we can at least send the stream for now. And here we get our first look at Summit Academy, led by head coach Ben Young. Grizzlies led by Justin Healy. And this should be a fun game tonight. I'm excited to see how it plays out.
Yeah, I mean, Summit Academy obviously coming into this season with a lot of coaching talent, you could say. Yes. A lot from the University of Utah pipeline, you could also say. It'll be interesting to see all the technique. You expect Summit to come out here and play ready.
Ricky Young at quarterback. Nito Fonua is going to be the back next to him. He'll get the first carry. No, it's a keeper by Young. And this is going to go for a big gain as he makes a move to the outside, still on his feet, and finally pushed down. What a start to the season for the Bears.
Yeah, nice job. He read that defensive end perfectly. He dove down for that inside handoff, and Rigby with the wheels on the first play of the game.
I mentioned the offensive talent for Coach Young's coaching staff. They have a ton of talent on the field. Francis Bernard, former Utah BYU linebacker, is his team's offensive coordinator. So a great defensive player now trying to mastermind an offense here for the Bears. No one in the backfield currently next to Young. He's going to look to air it out to the outside. And once again, it's going to be Fonua who's pushed out of bounds for a modest gain.
Yeah, I talked to running back coach Zach Moss before the game. He told me that Fonua is going to be involved heavily here to start this ball game. He transferred over from Brighton High School last year. He is one of the top athletes to watch out for here tonight.
Fonua back in the backfield again. First year for head coach Ben Young, a 6-6 Bears team last year, 3-1 in region action. Going to keep it again. It worked good for Young last time. This time he's going to be swung down quickly. Mason Birch with a nice job on the stop.
Yeah, again, a nice job by Rigby Young to recognize what was happening on the D-line. Kept that. Unfortunately, it was just good pursuit by the other defenders there from the Grizzlies. You know, one thing I like to watch out for as well, JT, if you watch that first down run, I want to shout out Afu. We don't get to go back and do replays very often, but he was the wideout on the near side and was making a block way downfield for his quarterback to make that big gain, and now we have a 3rd and short here.
3rd and 1 at the 39. Inside, Fonua patiently follows his blockers, has enough for the first as the Bears offense keeps rolling. One little battle the Bears we got. Bears, Grizzlies, 1-1 to kick off the season.
Yeah, if we get them wrong, I apologize, but hey, they're both big animals, correct?
A Logan team that was 4-7 last year, 3-2 in
First and
region
10 Bears.
action. Made the hour-and-a-half trip down here to Juan Diego. This is a Bears, Summit Academy Bears team, Tucker. They just got on a field for the first time with lines yesterday. They've been practicing on multiple grass fields. So first turf action for them. Fonua to the outside, and he is going to get tackled down, but not before he gets the solid gain of about 7 as well. Nothing stopping the Bears offense right now.
Yeah, I like that you mentioned the fact that they're on a football field. I actually had the opportunity again to talk to Zach Moss before the game, and when I asked him that question, hey, what's it like to actually play on a football field for the first time this year, he took a nice deep breath, and he just said, it feels like home. Like we're here, we're gonna go compete, and as you can see, his running back Fonua has been pretty dominant with that nice 6-yard gain there on first down.
Fonua, the Lehigh transfer in at running back, a senior 5'8", 160 pounds. They're gonna feed the hot hand here. Fonua trying to get to the outside. He will get the first down, but I got a feeling this one's gonna be coming back, Tucker.
Yeah, the edge was set by maybe a little bit of a hold there on the far side of the line. However, I like to see the speed that Fanua has on that counter. There wasn't a lot of lead blocking there. There was a lot of defenders, a lot of white that he saw coming towards him. I mean, if that doesn't have a flag thrown, he probably picks up a first down there.
Feels like it would have been the case, and they're going to be backed up instead. So Bears will reset. You mentioned Zach Moss. It is, yes, your ears are not deceiving you for everyone listening at home. That is former Utah legend Zach Moss, who is this team's running back coach. Just a little overqualified for that position.
Yeah, you know, just recently with the Cincinnati Bengals, if I'm correct, pretty amazing. So it's one of the things I actually asked him is, you know, Francis Bernard being here too, another Utah BYU great. The state of Utah will probably know that name very well. You'll see him down there on the sidelines with really long hair. Yeah, he was the main reason that Zach Moss is actually here on this coaching staff. And then when he talked to Coach Young, he said the humility and the fact that he just wants to make everybody better. He wanted to learn from that.
It's a huge thing for this offense. Young airs it out over the middle of the field, has his man. It's brought in. They'll get the penalty yardage back right away. Beckham Meredith, the two-way wide receiver of the year last season, making an impact.
Yeah, Beckham Meredith, 1,255 yards last season, 19 total touchdowns, led the team. You know, coaches said his name's going to be called frequently this evening, so watch out for number 0. Again, like you mentioned, 6A wide receiver of the year, correct? 2A. Probably could be a top receiver in 6A as well.
I think so. You do a great job getting open right there. And we are going to see 3rd and short coming up here. Probably 4-down territory this early already, but we'll see what it does. It all starts with Young inside the handoff. Fonua lowered the shoulder, gets the yardage. I think he's got just enough for the first.
Yeah, nice job lowering that pad level, getting lower than the defenders. You're going to create leverage, and he's able to pick up that first down by, you know, the hair on his chinny chin there, JT.
Nito Fanua on the carry.
8:57 to go in this opening quarter. A Bears drive that has just eaten up a ton of clock. The Grizzlies will still have a lot of time in the first quarter, of course, but still a good drive, control the ground. A couple of shots through the air, but the majority of the damage coming on the ground.
Brings up 1st and 10. Bears.
5'8" senior. Young drops back. Again, brought in over the middle of the field, breaking a couple tackles there. Nice job by the
pass complete by Rigby Young to Zealand Hanneman.
Yeah, Hanneman got to his spot, ran that little button hook to the inside. A quick decision by Young. That's one thing that you look for in a young quarterback like him. He's a sophomore. So you want to be able to get him comfortable at the beginning of a game, get the ball quickly out of his hand. They've done a great job so far with the play calling for Summit Academy to get him comfortable and get this offense moving downfield.
Bears looking to strike first. 2nd and short from the 12. Fonua gobbled up right away. A quick TFL there. Nice job by Lincoln Katarna.
Yeah, I think that was 72. Is that Graydon Olson, senior? Coming off that edge. Yeah, he did a great job. Able to, I mean, kind of unblocked on that far side. Crashes in, makes a big play. Yeah.
One play on the play brings up 3rd down and 1.
3rd and 1.
Correction, 3rd down and 5.
Oh, 3rd and 5, excuse me. He said 3rd and 1. The PA announcer did, but of course the TFL. Taking a few off of that 3rd and 5. Young looks to his right, pressured right away, rolls out, going to try to get it with his legs. Stopped just short. Once again, a nice job by Olsen taking him down. 4th and short. Looks like the big boys are coming in. Heavy package on deck, Tucker. Looks like
yeah. I don't see why not. But what a good job over there by Olsen on the far side of the field. He's made 2 plays in a row, kind of reading everything that's happening in the backfield, making it really hard for Rigby to actually make decisions. We'll see what happens here on 4th and short.
Young pitches it. The Bears have the first down.
Oh, there's a ball out.
Well, the ball is out, and it looks like, what's the call going to be? A lot of whistles right now. Logan thinks they got it. Logan's trying to house it right now as well, too. We got all the whistles at the moment. I don't think a touchdown will stand. We'll see if the turnover does.
No, it looks like they may be calling him down over there, JT. He might still be short. But you love to see the defender pick that up and run it all the way to the house, just in case. You know, you never know. They probably couldn't hear the whistle down on the field. And unfortunately, not a house call for the Grizzlies.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting to see how they end up ruling this one.
No.
Theo ended up being the back getting the pitch. Theo Tautoya.
Yeah, Coach Hughie kind of looks a little bit confused. He thinks that it may have been a fumble and that it should be a turnover on downs, but it looks like it's still going to be a turnover on downs.
Logan's fired up, so I think you're right now. How about the defensive MVP of that drive? Has to be Graydon Olson, right? Showing up in a big way off the edge.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, and one thing that's often mentioned by defensive coaches is bending and not breaking. I think the defense did a very good job. When their back was up against the wall in the red zone, they stiffened up, they made the plays, and they were able to get a turnover. You're not going to see a lot of kicking in this game. I don't feel like, JT.
Brings up 1st and 10 for Logan.
1st and 10 for the Logan offense. Started at the 11. Easton Favero, the 3-year starter back here. He's going to throw it quickly, has a man. Nice quick pitch and catch that time.
Pass complete.
Jace didn't agree that time.
Number
7.
7.
Region wide out, bringing it in.
Yeah, able to find the weakness in the zone there.
Brings up 2nd.
And Favero dropped it right in the pocket.
2nd and about 3. Pressure right away. Might have been a quick jump, in fact. We'll see. In fact, it does look like it's going to be offsides here.
Flag on the play.
Now, I was able to talk to the refereeing crew down there on the field as well. White Hat told me they were really focusing on safety this season, so making sure everybody had the right pads on. Most of the penalties you're going to see called early on are going to be, you know, late hit penalties, crackdown blocks, blocks in the back, blocks below the knees, stuff like that. So it'll be interesting to see what happens.
Quick throw to the outside there. Brought down quickly after a modest gain was Mason Birch.
Yeah, Birch just kind of swung out of the backfield, able to gain a few yards.
Pass complete.
He's going to be their workhorse in the backfield tonight.
Big tackle made in the backfield. Now we'll see the Bears making some TFLs of their own.
Stop in the back.
Yeah, Katoa.
By number 9, Caleb Batola.
Bato making an impact. A strong defensive end, a part of this defense. I think it's going to be a big difference maker all season long. It's going to make it 3rd and 11. To the outside.
Ooh.
Incomplete. Strong coverage on the outside.
Pass broken up by number 23.
You know, that's a really difficult pass to make. Favero trying to get enough yardage for the first down. It's a long throw to the far side of the field and really into double coverage.
Yes.
Brings up 4th down. Back to receive from Summit Academy, number 0, Beckham Meredith.
Beckham Meredith back on this one. No choice but to punt it to Logan. Punt is away. Alex Mato. They're going to let it bounce and roll. Just play it safe. It'll be down inside the 25. As you see this Summit offense come back out after what was a very good drive, Tucker.
Yeah, really just,
Brings up a Summit
what, 2
Academy
yards
first down,
away from
21
keeping that drive alive. It'll be interesting to see how they come out, if they're going to throw the ball or if they're going to stick with the balance. I feel like they had quite a few throws and quite a few runs on that first possession. And JT, this is one thing you probably wouldn't say very often, but this 2A team in Summit Academy actually has the size advantage against the 3A Grizzlies from Logan.
No, absolutely right. I think that was the case in warm-ups. We got to see it play out. Young's going to keep it. Swallowed up quickly after a short gain.
Quarterback keeper on the play, Rigby Young.
You know, I think it's good to mention, too, that Summit Academy is actually going to be moving to 4A for football next season. So not only are we noticing the size of their football program at this time, but the UHSAAs also recognize that. And so Summit Academy will no longer be 2A next year. They will be playing 4A football. Nice pass to Meredith on the near side. He's going to drag a few Logan Grizzlies to the 45-yard line. Great pass from Rigby.
First down.
I love it when a quarterback's throwing on time and the receiver has the ability to actually make a play after the catch. You see the strength of Becca Meredith as he was dragging those 3 Logan Grizzlies on the last play. It's incredible. Rigby Young takes the snap, throws it near side again to Meredith. Tries to make a guy miss. Looks like a 3-yard gain there. Yeah, every single pass from Rigby Young has been on time and right in the receiver's hands.
Correction, 3-yard gain brings up 2nd and 7.
He is the son of head coach Coach Young, also a transfer from Brighton High School. Fanoa's going to take the counter and again swallowed up by Olsen in the backfield. He has been everywhere in that backfield so far in this first quarter. I always love to see when a defensive lineman may look a little bit undersized, but he completely dominates the interior of a defense. Young's going to drop back to pass, again to the far side of the field, again to Meredith. He catches it. Has enough for a first down.
Pass complete. Number 0, Becca Meredith.
Again, on time, on frame from Rigby Young. Another first down. And the leading receiver of 2A last year is getting started right where he left off. Nice job there by Young on the quarterback read. Again, Olsen there ready to break the play up in the backfield. Essentially had Fanua wrapped up before he could even receive the handoff. Again, a heady decision by sophomore quarterback starting his first game this year. Young second and long. Harassed in the backfield, makes the man miss. There's a flag. He fumbled. The Grizzlies have the ball at the 37-yard line. Looks like it's going to be a turnover, but we'll see what the flag is. Yeah, they're calling turnover here.
Turnover Bears.
So a little loose with the football on the end of that run. Maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Nice job by the Grizzlies to hop on a loose ball and create a turnover. So 1st and 10 for the Grizzlies from the 37-yard line. Favero and pistol, sends his man to the left. Birch is going to get that swing pass. Makes a few guys miss, nearly has a first down. Looks like it's going to be about 9 yards on first.
Pass play to number 11. With a 9-yard gain on the play, brings up 2nd and 1.
Favero again. He's going to drop back to pass. It's intercepted. Summit Academy inside the 30-yard line.
Turnover. Interception by number 2, Odie Fanua.
Fanua on the interception. Great job in the secondary. He's a linebacker, able to break on that route, intercept it. As Favero might have just been a little bit late there. But Paul Soliai's defense coming up with a turnover. Another name that a lot of you may know. Played for the Miami Dolphins. Again, an incredible coaching staff here for the Summit Academy. Bears have Meredith here near side. Young goes back to work very soon after that turnover. Screen pass up the middle to Fanoa. He's going to gain about 9 yards on first down.
7-yard gain on the play, brings up 2nd and 3.
Rigby Young again in shotgun. Fakes a handoff up the middle, throws it to the end zone. Beckham Meredith into the end zone. Touchdown, near side. Able to get 1 foot in bounds. Young to Meredith for the first touchdown reception of the season for the Summit Academy Bears. Great throw from Rigby Young into the back corner of the end zone. Meredith able to create some space legally and come down with the touchdown reception. They're going to fake this extra point. He's going to throw it to the end zone, and it's caught. And I think they may call pass interference here.
2-point conversion is good. Flag on the play.
A very heady play there by the holder. McCoy Roberts able to throw that one into the end zone. And Traster is the one that came down with that one in the end zone. Yeah, that penalty is going to be declined by Summit Academy. So the first score of the game is going to produce 8 points for Summit Academy, as there's about 1 minute and 29 seconds remaining here in the first period.
So step into their careers with confidence thanks to our robust job placement support. Start your journey as an esthetician today. Our monthly start dates and financial aid opportunities make it easy to jump in. Visit our website at www.skinscienceinstitute.com to schedule a tour and enroll now.
Is Covington.
Grizzlies 1st and 10 on the 18-yard line. Run play by Logan. Stop by number 44, Binao Katoa. Assisted by number 55, Lee Flafita. Pass right by Logan. Tackle by number 5, Seal Kawataki. Correction, Tuiaki. Brings up 3rd and long for Logan. Pass incomplete. Brings up 4th and long for the Grizzlies. Back to receive for the Bears, number 0, Beckham Meredith.
Sorry for the technical difficulties, everybody. We'll get everything worked out soon, and we'll hear the wonderful voice of JT, and it'll soothe everybody's ears. But for right now, Summit Academy completely dominating the line of scrimmage so far in this ball game. Katoa coming up with a big play. Freshman coming up with big plays. A very young team for the Summit Academy Bears, as this one's going to lay to rest at the 49-yard line. We only have about 10 seconds left here in the first quarter. We appreciate you guys joining us on the KSL Rewind broadcast this evening. JT and I are nestled in here. Beautiful mountainscape. No better place to be on a Friday night. And you know you're saying the truth when your camera guy is excited to be here as well. So Rigby Young, after a touchdown pass on the last possession, he's going to hand it off up the middle to Fanoa. Fanoa continues to just drive those legs forward. A short gain, but a flag thrown there. Looks like it's going to be a hold, if my eyes aren't deceiving me. So that's going to bring the play back. And it's going to be from the spot of the foul. So it's going to be 1st and 11, 1st and 12.
That's holding on the offense. Brings up 1st and long for the Bears.
So long first down here for Rigby Young. Looks comfortable in the pocket, has time. Extends the play to the far side, another flag down, so we'll see if that's gonna
Quarterback keeper on the play.
hurt them a little more. Something to expect, first week of the season. The reffing crew told me before the game we're probably gonna see a lot of flags here in the first half, and that's starting to pick up. But we've reached the end of the first period, 8-0, Summit Academy ahead of the Logan Grizzlies. We'll take a quick break here on KSL Rewind. Welcome back to Juan Diego High School, home of the Soaring Eagle. However, this evening, we don't have the Soaring Eagle in action. We have the Summit Academy Bears and the Logan Grizzlies. 8-0 here to start the second quarter. Rigby Young, 1st and very long for the Bears. He's going to take the snap. Looks like they're going to go screen pass, but he's looking downfield. And smartly, he's just going to throw that one away.
Pass incomplete.
But another flag thrown.
Flag on the play.
Trying to see what's going to be called here. Yep, ineligible men downfield, so that's going to be another penalty on the Bears.
Receiver downfield.
And that's a loss of down.
And sideline warning on Logan. Brings up first and long.
Young takes the snap, looks to the outside, now looking to run up the middle. He's going to be corralled after only about a gain of 2. Logan's defensive front's kind of settling a little bit into this game.
Referee timeout.
Nice job there by Riley Hoth making the tackle. Something to mention here as well, ladies and gentlemen, the Bears have only 5 seniors on this football team, so very young. It's been a pretty impressive start for a young team with a lot of new pieces. Young again had some time in the pocket, now looking to run the ball. He's going to get out of bounds on the near side, but it's not going to be anywhere close for a first down.
Brings up 4th down.
So Trayson Covington back deep to receive for the Grizzlies. And the first punt of the night for Summit Academy.
Logan, number 6.
It's a good snap. He gets the kick away. Short kick, but it takes a Bears bounce and stops at the 41.
All down on the 41-yard line. Brings up 1st and 10, Logan.
Favero and the Grizzlies will go back to work here on first down. Pass it to the near side, quickly there. It's a defender. Nice grab, though, by Sargent.
Brings up a 3-yard gain, brings up 2nd and 7.
Nice job on the outside by number 26, Bodie Pay. High snap for Favero. Birch tries to go after it. Able to corral it in the backfield. So no turnover there. One of the things to watch out for early on in the season is the center quarterback exchange.
Logan brings up 3rd and long.
That's going to bring up 3rd and very long for the Grizzlies. Favero with the empty backfield. And a false start. Bears showed blitz up the middle. And the right guard decided to take the bait. False start. So we now have a 3rd and a mile.
Brings up 3rd and long for Logan.
Center screen. Blown up the middle. Again, Bodie Pay on the tackle near side.
Short gain on the play brings up 4th down.
Able to get a little bit of the yardage back. but they're going to have to punt the football. And back deep for Summit Academy is Beckham Meredith.
Number 0, Beckham Meredith.
Already with a touchdown on the evening. He's extremely dangerous in these punt return situations as well. Deep kick fielded by Meredith. He's going to bring it to the near side, makes the first guy miss. They're going to call a block in the back there. He makes a cut back. This one, unfortunately, is going to be brought back. Might have fumbled the ball there at the end as well.
Return on the play, flag on the play.
Looks like they're having a little debate down there on the field if he was down or not. The Bears offense is coming out onto the field. But there may have been a block in the back during that return, so I think that's what they're talking about now. Yeah, we're going to have a 10-yard penalty for the block in the back during the return.
Block in the back.
So this drive will start at the 32-yard line.
Brings up 1st and 10 on the 32-yard line.
Young again, handoff straight up the middle to Fanoa. Fanoa makes the first guy miss, gets downfield. A gain of about 6 there on first down.
Run play by number 1, Nito Fanua.
Nice job by the offensive line on these zone run plays to be able to get downfield to the second level, make blocks so that he can spring it a little bit deeper. Young again up the middle, Fanoa. He's pretty close to a first down. Looks like they may have given it to him, so yes, first down for Summit Academy. Fanua, another underclassman that transferred over from Brighton High School.
2-yard gain on the play.
They've got a wealth of talent here on offense for the Bears.
Nito Fanua.
Young looks near side to Meredith. Meredith now breaks his route free up the near sideline. He catches it. Drop though. That's going to be an incomplete pass. Nice job there by quarterback and receiver to be on the same page. Meredith able to break that down the sideline. A great throw again from Rigby Young. On time, on frame, continues to impress me with his arm. Young again, handoff up the middle. and getting consistently about 4 to 5 yards a pop. Fanua continues to slice and dice the Grizzlies defense up the middle. Great job by the offensive line to get some leverage and open up those running holes for Fanua. 7:50 and counting here in the second period. Rigby takes it himself, tries to get the yard. Oh, yeah, he might have the yardage here on the near side. Nice second effort there by Rigby Young. And they will give him enough for the first.
That's good for a Bears first down.
Young's done a very good job early on in this game with those zone read plays. Reading that defensive end, crashing down and taking what the defense gives him. Able to create a first down for the Bears. Young again looks far side. Nearly gets tackled in the backfield. Smart play, slides down after a short gain of about 4. But again, getting positive yardage on a play that breaks down a little bit. Nice heady play from the young sophomore.
2nd and 5. 2nd and 6.
Time of possession's definitely in the Bears' favor so far in this ball game. They've been able to get wherever they want until they turn it over. Again, far side to Meredith. Ball underthrown, nearly intercepted. Great defense.
Pass incomplete.
I think that's number 0, Ethan Carson.
Brings up 3rd and 6 for the Bears.
Able to stay with the top 2A wide receiver in the state last year, Becca Meredith, there on the far side. Luckily, not another turnover for Summit Academy. That would have been the second here in this first half. Looked like that one just floated a little bit in the wind. Couple flags thrown there as Rigby Young gains about 4 yards. Looks like he has a little bit of happy feet there in the pocket. Pocket held up pretty nicely there on the play, but got a little flustered and tried to make a play with his feet on 3rd down. Looks like this is going to be brought back.
Holding on the offense.
I think with Rigby, you'll see him gain snaps, gain experience, and he might not have those, quick clocks to try to get out of the pocket. You see a lot of young guys try to make plays with their feet early on, which isn't a bad thing, but you'd like him to take that extra, maybe 1 beat, look downfield, try to go through some progressions, and then make a play. But again, this is going to be a 3rd and very long for the Bears. 3rd and about 15, 16 yards. So, also it's going to be a timeout now for the Logan Grizzlies. So we'll also take a timeout here on KSL Sports Rewind. Thank you for joining us.
Strong Volkswagen is setting you free from high payments and high interest rates. It's our Freedom to Drive sale. Lease a new 2026 Volkswagen Jetta S from $199 a month. Get rates as low as 1.9% APR. Or save up to $5,000 on select new VW models. Plus, oil changes are only $59.95, and every vehicle is backed with our no-charge lifetime warranty. Only at Strong Volkswagen. Break free from high prices during our Freedom to Drive sale. Visit strongvw.com.
Why did I choose Huntsman? To get real experience, real support, and a career focus from day one. Instead of regular classes on Fridays, we dive into workshops, build our network, and grow together. At the Huntsman School, we forge lifelong friendships, support each other through challenges, and celebrate our wins. Here, students graduate with experience and jobs waiting. We dare mighty things together. That's the Huntsman difference. Learn more at huntsman.usu.edu.
Some people are born to solve problems, to lead the charge, to build better solutions, to be the driving force behind advanced technologies, to strengthen digital defenses. They're the experts our future needs. Find your brilliance at Weber State.
All right, welcome back to Juan Diego with this matchup between Summit Academy and the Logan Grizzlies. We'd like to thank one of our sponsors, Waddup's Insurance Agency. While we all love spending time supporting our high school teams, Waddup's Insurance Agency is the team that will support and help protect you. Whether it's your business, home, rental properties, cars, or recreational vehicles, Waddup's Insurance Agency is the local insurance pro you can count on. Call or text us at 801-683-3663 to evaluate your insurance program. So again, a huge thanks to Waddup's Insurance Agency. As we have another flag on the play. You know, one thing we wanted to point out early on in this broadcast is the fact that Summit Academy hasn't had a football field to practice on. They've been practicing at a local park and at the Zions Bank Center, so they never had any correct hash marks, anything to really control where their offense was going, and they've looked pretty good so far in this first half. A few mental mistakes, a lot of penalties, which is stalling some of these drives, but they've been able to consistently get enough yardage to hold on to that football, and again, they've been dominating time of possession, and they've been dominating the line of scrimmage thus far, minus a few plays by the Logan Grizzlies defensive line, mainly Mr. Olson, number 72. He's done a fantastic job for the Grizzlies. A few turnovers thus far in the first half. 5:34 remaining here in the second period, and now another flag is thrown. And it's a sideline warning. Too many players and coaches in the white box. That's one thing they pointed out to both head coaches before the game. Was able to listen to some of that conversation again and focus on safety. And not only the players' safety, but the refs as they're running down the sideline. Summit Academy a little bit too close to the field of play. So another unsportsmanlike conduct that's going to be called on Coach Young, unfortunately. And that's going to help the Logan Grizzlies create some space between them and the end zone. You know, I, like much of you, currently am yearning for a little bit of JT's voice right now. We will get that soon, as we are having some technical difficulties with the scoreboard. Summit Academy's offense finally coming back out to the field.
Very long. Summit Academy.
So third and about 23 for the Bears.
correction, 4th down.
So there's a little bit of confusion here. The sticks say 4th down.
Referee timeout.
Referee timeout. Coach Young is trying to get an explanation of why it quickly turned from 3rd down to 4th. Well, I've got you here. Thanks to Tab Bank. Tab Bank, home of the Tab Spend Rewards checking account with a 2.75% annual percentage yield on your account balance and a 1% cash back on eligible purchases. Tap responsibly. Visit tabbank.com to learn more. Member FDIC. Again, special thanks to Tab Bank for sponsoring the program here at KSL Rewind. A lot of confusion here early on. 5:23 remaining here in the second quarter. The refs having a conversation. It looks like a 3 is back up on the box on the far side of the field. The offense is now coming onto the field for the Summit Academy Bears. But now White Hat's saying it's 4th down. So what may have happened is because of the unsportsmanlike conduct, they may have had a loss of down. I'm not sure why. We'll have to talk to the referee crew at halftime to get an explanation. Unfortunately, we don't have a mic down there in the huddle, and another timeout from Summit Academy. So we may also take a timeout here on KSL Rewind. All right, the snap's away, nearly blocked. The punt went straight up into the air. Everybody's got to get away from that one. And a fortunate bounce for Logan, fielded and taken to about the 40-yard line. Caden Avila snagged that one as it bounced right towards him. Able to gain a few more yards. A heady play there.
Brings up 1st and 10 on the 44-yard line.
Favero back in the shotgun. Birch to his right, looks downfield. Ball's there, caught! Nice job, high pointing the football was number 9, Royce Sargent on the near side. Great ball from Favero. And a huge play as we've crossed the midway point here in the second period. Great play there on the outside by Ian Hall to break that one up as they tried to hit the swing pass. Favero out to, I believe that was number 7, Jace Pingree. And I think we're going to be graced finally with the voice of JT. JT, welcome back, my friend.
Yes, get my voice. You don't get a scoreboard tonight, but that's week 1 vibes. All right, let's see how this pass is going to roll as the quarterback will step up. Oh, nearly a face mask. That will be a face mask. All the flags come out on the field on
quarterback keeper on the play, flag on the play.
Easton Favero trying to run for it. You know, it is crazy. I've still been watching while I've been sitting off to the side. Obviously, Tucker. It feels like Summit has been the better team and should be up 10+ easily.
Yeah.
Yet it took a rewind top 10 borderline catch. A wild 2-point conversion, whether it was a fake, whatever, fumbled either way. And it's just an 8-0 game, and Summit could tie the game here. It's absolutely wild where we're at right now.
Yeah, a lot has happened if you've been with us thus far, whether that's, like you mentioned, all the flags, all the confusion here on this last possession. And now, really, the Grizzlies taking advantage of everything in the slow play that's happened, and now they have momentum and are inside the 10-yard line.
4:47 to go in half number 1. 2nd and 2 from the 9. We have a whistle here. It's nothing, as we mentioned. That's right. If you didn't join us earlier, as you mentioned, there was about a 20 to 30-yard incredible catch that was made by Meredith. Correct, Tucker? Meredith made it in the corner of the zone?
Yeah, Meredith, a great pass from Young into the back corner of the near side.
Oh, we're going to see a keeper right here inside Favero. Stopped, but of the goal line, but not before he got inside the 5. So that is a first down for the Bears.
Yeah, and One Fanua there on the tackle came from his safety position. A lot of these guys, again, underclassmen, and how quickly the defense is recognizing where the play's going just goes to show how much this coaching has helped.
Logan tried to go quick, and it ends up biting the Grizzlies in the butt. They fumbled it.
Number 9, Caleb
Academy. I was surprised they were trying to go so quick, honestly. With 4:30 to go and a fresh set of downs, I figure you let the clock drain a little bit, but I think the strategy there must have been trying to catch them off guard. The problem, Tucker, they caught their own offense off guard.
Yeah, fumble there. Nice job by Fa'atoa on the recovery. Again, another underclassman there to make a play and get his team back the ball.
So now we get to see not quite a 2-minute offense, but you can't run it play after play here if you're Summit. See what Young has in it. His father is the coach of this team. Going to start through the air. It's a quick pass over the middle. Baltimore Grizzlies in on the stop. We'll have a late flag come in.
Yeah, a lot of flags so far. A nice job by Afu, though. Again, the Grizzlies are playing a lot of zone defense, so what they're doing is finding those, clean spots to catch a pass, and Young's doing a great job. Again, on time, on frame, the ball's there repeatedly.
Face mask penalty against the Grizzlies. Just 2 plays ago, they were at the 5, and now it's a turnover on downs, and then you get a face mask after you make a modest stop in the middle of the field. Would have kept the clock running as well, too, so just really unfortunate for Logan. If they're not able to get a stop on this drive and this game does end up being a 2-score game, that's where those week 1 mistakes I really have to blame for it.
Yeah, and Coach Hughie obviously mentioned before the game that they were worried about some of the mental lapses. That's one thing he really wanted to see is the focus from these guys. And that's kind of what's shooting them in the foot so far in this game.
Young to the outside, hauled in.
Pass to flat, complete to number 3, Surge.
Stop just, actually, they're going to keep the clock running here. Thought he was able to get out of bounds. It was not the case. Mason Red in on the stop. Mason Red is a fun story because his 3 brothers also play on this defense too. So a family affair on the back end for the Grizzlies.
Yeah. You could call that back end the red zone for the Grizzlies at this point.
Yes, it is. 3:30 to go. It's going to be second and about 7. Empty backfield for
Brings
Young.
up 2nd and 7 for the Bears.
Young going to try to run it here. Not much there. And we'll have another flag come in.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a hold. I want to see if Rigby Young can get a little bit more patient in the pocket. Early on in the game, he was getting the ball out super quick. And I think Olsen from the Grizzlies kind of blew up a few of those plays, and it's gotten him a little bit off kilter, and he's trying to make a play a little bit quicker than he needs to.
Holding on the offense.
So this holding will go against the offense. They get second and a lot longer than 7 here in a moment. We've had fumbles, we've had turnovers. It's been a week 1 game, I'd say, Tucker.
Yeah. Technical difficulties, you name it, we've had it, but we're still here having a good time.
Yes, it's always great to be out here. High school football is back across the state. KSL Sports Rewind, your home all season long. State championships and playoffs also streaming on Rewind. We are going to have hundreds of games in total streaming on KSL Sports, so we are your one-stop shop for all things high school football. We'll have soccer, of course, and other things too. Summit facing at least 2nd and 15, if not more. Young, going to try to run it again. You mentioned trying to be patient, but he decided to try to get something with his legs.
Quarterback keeper on the play,
Keep the clock running. Logan going to burn a timeout. Doesn't look like it. They'll save it on 3rd and long coming up.
Yeah, and again, he just kind of has happy feet there, right? Instead of looking at his receivers and going through his progressions, he's looking down and seeing the backs of his offensive linemen a little bit closer and it's making him a little bit uncomfortable, so he's trying to escape and make a play, but you just got to be a little bit more patient. I think that's something they're going to talk about at halftime.
Under 2.5 minutes to go, 8-0. The Bears over the Grizzlies at the moment. The fumble by Logan costly. Can Summit Academy do anything with this? Young, a 3-man rush. Throws it quickly to the outside. The inbounds tackle is made.
Pass complete. Number 16, CLC Apu.
So bring out the punt unit. And again, Logan deciding not to
Brings
go
up
any
fourth
timeouts
down
here.
for the Bears.
I don't know how many they have left, JT, but yeah, kind of confusing that they're not using a timeout here.
Back to receive for the
Yeah, I mean,
Grizzlies,
I know
number
we
4.
haven't had that many used, too. I mean, unfortunately, our
No.
score, not just our rewind scoreboard, but the actual scoreboard does not show our amount of timeouts either. So
Yeah, and I think the only ones that have been called have been by Summit Academy.
yeah, so it's interesting. I mean, they're going to have a minute and a half to work with. We'll see how it pays off. It's a bold strategy. Logan's going to bring the pressure. That punt is bobbled, but still able to get it away. And the wind will give it a positive bounce. So Logan, after being stopped quickly after making that
Tackle by number 16, CLC Apu.
Yeah, nice job by Cruies, though. Able to corral that low snap and still get a kick away. I thought that was going to be pretty close to a blocked punt or even just a fumble in the backfield.
Yeah, it was not looking ideal at the moment there. 8-0.
First and 10, Logan on the
Bears.
46-yard line.
Grizzlies gonna drive it. 1:18 to go. What is the 2-minute offense that we're gonna see? How strong will it be for Favero here? Third year as a starter. 4-man rush. Low ball cannot be hauled in that time. Royce Sargent going in. His older brother's at Wyoming. He's currently got a couple of offers himself as well. Sargent does, a young player.
Yeah, Sargent seems to be his favorite target on the outside to throw to. As I think it was the last possession, he had that deep throw down the near sideline. So we'll look for that connection quite frequently throughout the rest of this ballgame.
High snap to Favero. He's going to keep it up the middle, and Favero will get swung down, but he's got just enough, I think, for a first down.
Brings up first down and 10.
1:05 to go. They have to wait for the chains to reset, and they just false started, or did they get the snap off and they jump on it? No whistles.
There was a whistle.
So now we're going to wait and see if that counts as a play, or if they're waiting to get the chains reset. It hasn't moved yet. There was movement, or it was a fumble that the Grizzlies got back on. The down marker still says 1.
Yeah, I think there was a whistle right before that, and that's why the snap was so short.
Favero wants it all deep. Strong arm there, just overshot his intent target. Ooh, we're gonna get a flag. Tough call downfield, Tucker.
Yeah, I think Fanua just didn't turn around. So a lot of face guarding there. He had his hands on him. You don't necessarily have to turn around in high school, but that contact downfield also drew the flag.
Yeah, and he is right there too, so he's got a good angle on it as well. You know, some of the Academy's coaching staff tried to say it was uncatchable. Well, if it wasn't for the penalty, it probably wasn't, right?
Yeah, it was pretty severely overthrown, but he may have gotten there. He looks like a pretty fast kid there, JT.
47 seconds left, as we said. Still believe that Logan has all of the timeouts available in their pocket. Plenty of time here. Left points on the board with the red zone fumble. See if they can get something going here. Favero looks to the sideline. It's caught. Tough grab was made. Nice job by Sargent.
Yeah, Sargent, strong hands in traffic, able to come down with that on that curl to the outside sideline, gets out of bounds, stops the clock with 41 seconds to go here in the second.
As you said, stopping the clock, most important. Sargent, that top target at the top of your screen again here. Grizzlies changing things up. 4-man rush again. Pressure in his face right away. Favero takes off, looks downfield, has a man wide open, but he can't connect with him downfield. He's looking for the back, Cade Avila.
Yeah, just underthrown there. But Fanua kind of got a beat on that snap, was in the backfield so quick. Favero had little to no time to extend that play and try to get it downfield.
A breakdown in coverage, but that's what happens when you have a breakdown in coverage. If your front seven steps up, you can afford to make those mistakes. 35 seconds remaining. This is going to be 3rd and about 5. It's 4-down territory, though, with such little time remaining in the half.
I'd like to see him throw one towards the end zone. Looks like we may have a man-to-man defense here.
Yeah, Sargent single covered up top. We'll see if that's where Favero looks. In fact, he is going to go to his top target downfield. Oh, is that going to be a flag? And we will not have any flag. Logan fans at disbelief. A lot of contact downfield, Tucker.
Yeah, One Fanua in the end zone may have arrived a little bit early, but again, from our vantage point, we are on the opposite side of the field. So there is a guy back there. We can kind of trust that back judge. Great play defensively in coverage. And now we're going to see the first kick of the season.
Wow, this is going to be a long field goal.
40-yarder.
40 yards. Birch, does he have the leg? You bet. Birch comes up big before the break.
So not only can he run, catch, he can also kick the football. It's pretty impressive.
Very impressive.
Logan.
I mean, not every high school kicker is knocking a 40-yarder through. That's an impressive one from Birch. Especially not every high school running back is going to put that through the upright. So it's just such a difference seeing a number 3 than a 0 on the goose egg on the scoreboard with the 2 Tucker. I feel like that's big for this Grizzly momentum to get some points.
Exactly. Get a little confidence. They were able to extend that drive. Obviously, it was only a couple minutes, but most of their drives have only been, 1 to 2 minutes anyways. So a good job by them to settle in, get some points on the board right before halftime, get some confidence, and their defense has played well so far, JT.
Summit Academy did get it first, so they could try, take some shots downfield, make some things happen. We'll see depending on how the return goes here. Skip Science kickoff coming up here on KSL Sports Rewind. Week 1 of the high school football season. We are elated to be back bigger than ever on KSL Sports Rewind. Coverage all across the state. Top games at every classification available. 24 seconds to go. So it's not going to have many timeouts to work with. Believe 1, Tucker? The timeout department for Summit Academy?
I think 1 left. Yeah, they took 2 there in that second period when there was all that confusion with the ref.
Got Meredith back to receive. We know he's capable of creating some big plays, so this half far from over. In fact, why give him a chance? They'll scrib it. It's bobbled. And a good decision by Summit Academy just to fall on top of it.
But there's enough time left with 1 timeout from nearly the 40-yard line. If they get a couple good receptions downfield, they still, with that timeout, can play the middle of the field, try to get into field goal range, possibly score a touchdown. They have the deep threat in Becca Meredith on the outside.
8-3, 20 seconds to go. And you mentioned, I think it's definitely worth a shot to Meredith. See him located at the bottom of your screen. Safety drifting over that way. Mostly a bunch formation here. Bonua the back, he's going to get it here. Bonua looking to make something out of nothing. Ends up getting about 7. Timeout, and doesn't look like we're going to see it. Yeah, Summit sending the guys in, so that's going to end up doing it for half number 1. What a physical and hard-fought first half it was, Tucker. Your thoughts?
Yeah, defensive battle so far in this ball game. I'm very impressed with the bend but not break nature of the Grizzlies defense. I think their defensive line is undersized, but Olsen has shown repeatedly that he can get into the backfield, make some plays, and offensively, Favero has a nice enough arm. They can extend plays downfield. The deep threat in Sargent. There's going to be some opportunities here in the second half for the Grizzlies to possibly take a lead here. As you mentioned earlier, Summit Academy seemed like they were in control that first half and should have had a bigger lead.
20-minute halftime, and then we're back on KSL Sports Rewind. It's 8-3. Summit Academy may not be in their stadium yet, but they are a home team tonight, taking on the Logan Grizzlies. Halftime is here. We'll be back after the break.
Please welcome your Summit Academy cheer team.
It's in the thrill of starting strong, making gains. It's the real connections in between. It's in the satisfaction of being on the move. That brilliant feeling of getting somewhere.
To dare mighty things means to embrace challenges. It means to welcome a high-energy culture that prioritizes belonging. To dare mighty things means drawing inspiration from experienced faculty and alums who encourage you to think big. It means to be a part of time-honored traditions while also forging new ones. To dare mighty things means celebrating your achievements with pride and joy, knowing you can make a difference by daring to be great. Join us at the Huntsman School of Business, where we dare mighty things. That's the Huntsman difference.
You never know how life's best adventures might begin. Our closest friends can often come by surprise. Our favorite memories are shaped by the experiences we share. Our brightest moments happen when someone believes in us. See yourself in a brilliant future at Weber State.
So now he decides to exercise. Yes, this was the best angle.
Life can get a little messy.
No way. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Best day ever.
Some taps create chaos.
No.
TapSpend gives you 1% cash back when you spend and 2.75% APY when you don't. Tap responsibly. Visit tapbank.com.
Nobody in Utah has more Toyota trucks than Orem Toyota. With multiple Toyota locations, we simply carry more trucks than anyone. And every single one comes with one simple promise. The price you see online is the price you pay. That's our full offering price with every dealer add-on and a $499 dock fee included. You only add tax, title, and registration. No games, no gimmicks, and no surprises. Orem Toyota, you lead the way. Shop every truck online today at oremtoyota.com.
Come on over here, get closer. Let me show you these trailers we got. Big dump, small dump, get the gooseneck. Loaded up with an ATV trailer. Flatbed, aluminum. Tilt trailers, come check out these trailers.
At Skin Science Institute, we offer top-tier educational experience in aesthetics, including the finest facility, the most comprehensive curriculum, and a team of highly experienced professionals. We take pride in our fun and exciting culture to give our students a positive learning environment while training on the best machinery the industry has to offer. We ensure our graduates not only receive the best education, but also step into their careers with confidence thanks to our robust job placement support. Start your journey as an esthetician today. Our monthly start dates and financial aid opportunities make it easy to jump in. Visit our website at www.skinscienceinstitute.com to schedule a tour and enroll now.
Strong Volkswagen is setting you free from high payments and high interest rates. It's our Freedom to Drive sale. Lease a new 2026 Volkswagen Jetta S from $199 a month. Get rates as low as 1.9% APR. Or save up to $5,000 on select new VW models. Plus, oil changes are only $59.95, and every vehicle is backed with our no-charge lifetime warranty. Only at Strong Volkswagen. Break free from high prices during our Freedom to Drive sale. Visit strongvw.com.
Why did I choose Huntsman? To get real experience, real support, and a career focus from day one. Instead of regular classes on Fridays, we dive into workshops, build our network, and grow together. At the Huntsman School, we forge lifelong friendships, support each other through challenges, and celebrate our wins. Here, students graduate with experience and jobs waiting. We dare mighty things together. That's the Huntsman difference. Learn more at huntsman.usu.edu.
Some people are born to solve problems, to lead the charge, to build better solutions, to be the driving force behind advanced technologies, to strengthen digital defenses. They're the experts our future needs. Find your brilliance at Weber State. It's in the thrill of starting strong, making gains. It's the real connections in between. It's in the satisfaction of being on the move. That brilliant feeling of getting somewhere.
To dare mighty things means to embrace challenges. It means to welcome a high-energy culture that prioritizes belonging. To dare mighty things means drawing inspiration from experienced faculty and alums who encourage you to think big. It means to be a part of time-honored traditions while also forging new ones. To dare mighty things means celebrating your achievements with pride and joy, knowing you can make a difference by daring to be great. Join us at the Huntsman School of Business, where we dare mighty things. That's the Huntsman difference.
You never know how life's best adventures might begin. Our closest friends can often come by surprise. Our favorite memories are shaped by the experiences we share. Our brightest moments happen when someone believes in us. See yourself in a brilliant future at Weber State.
So now he decides to exercise. Yes, this was the best angle.
Life can get a little messy.
No way. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Best day ever.
Some taps create chaos.
No.
TapSpend gives you 1% cash back when you spend and 2.75% APY when you don't. Tap responsibly. Visit tapbank.com.
Nobody in Utah has more Toyota trucks than Orem Toyota. With multiple Toyota locations, we simply carry more trucks than anyone. And every single one comes with one simple promise. The price you see online is the price you pay. That's our full offering price with every dealer add-on and a $499 dock fee included. You only add tax, title, and registration. No games, no gimmicks, and no surprises. Orem Toyota, you lead the way. Shop every truck online today at oremtoyota.com.
Come on over here, get closer. Let me show you these trailers we got. Big dump, small dump, get the gooseneck. Loaded up with an ATV trailer. Flatbed, aluminum. Tilt trailers. Come check out these trailers.
At Skin Science Institute, we offer top-tier educational experience in aesthetics, including the finest facility, the most comprehensive curriculum, and a team of highly experienced professionals. We take pride in our fun and exciting culture to give our students a positive learning environment while training on the best machinery the industry has to offer. We ensure our graduates not only receive the best education, but also step into their careers with confidence thanks to our robust job placement support. Start your journey as an esthetician today. Our monthly start dates and financial aid opportunities make it easy to jump in. Visit our website at www.skinscienceinstitute.com to schedule a tour and enroll now.
Strong Volkswagen is setting you free from high payments and high interest rates. It's our Freedom to Drive sale. Lease a new 2026 Volkswagen Jetta S from $199 a month. Get rates as low as 1.9% APR. Or save up to $5,000 on select new VW models. Plus, oil changes are only $59.95, and every vehicle is backed with our no-charge lifetime warranty. Only at Strong Volkswagen. Break free from high prices during our Freedom to Drive sale. Visit strongvw.com.
Why did I choose Huntsman? To get real experience, real support, and a career focus from day one. Instead of regular classes on Fridays, we dive into workshops, build our network, and grow together. At the Huntsman School, we forge lifelong friendships, support each other through challenges, and celebrate our wins. Here, students graduate with experience and jobs waiting. We dare mighty things together. That's the Huntsman difference. Learn more at huntsman.usu.edu.
Some people are born to solve problems, to lead the charge, to build better solutions, to be the driving force behind advanced technologies, to strengthen digital defenses. They're the experts our future needs. Find your brilliance at Weber State. It's in the thrill of starting strong, making gains. It's the real connections in between. It's in the satisfaction of being on the move. That brilliant feeling of getting somewhere.
Welcome back in Juan Diego, week 1 of the 2026 high school football season. You're watching KSL Sports Rewind. We got a good one here. Low scoring bout, combined 11 points. 8 for Southern Academy, who's got the lead right now. And then you got 3 for Logan. JT Wistersill, Tucker Bass by my side. We apologize that our scoreboard's not up on there, but it is 8-3. We got a minute and a half to go till the second half gets underway. Tucker, what do you think the conversations were like at halftime? A low-scoring first half so far.
Yeah, well, if I'm Coach Young, one thing he stressed to us in our interview with him yesterday was do your job. That's one thing I think he's going to bring up quite frequently throughout halftime. You got a young group, a lot of mental miscues, especially offensively there in the first half, which I think they need to clean up. A young quarterback maybe has some happy feet trying to make a play rather than sit and wait, read through his progressions. So I think that's what they're going to be looking for offensively. And for the Grizzlies, they just need to handle that line of scrimmage. I think being undersized, they've done pretty well so far in this game. They've given their quarterback some time to look downfield, hit Roberts a few times. And, you know, they've had some momentum as they scored that first field goal there before half. But really, this is anybody's ball game.
Summit Academy here with the lead. 30 seconds to go till our second half gets underway. Grizzlies will get the ball first.
All right, football fans,
got
let's catch you up with the
40-yard
scores.
field goal with
Olympus
Archer.
49,
Just a
Cedar Valley
massive
0
difference.
halftime.
Wow, you can hear some of those halftime scores being read aloud.
Cypress
Olympus is
7
up 49-0
halftime.
over Cedar Valley. Week 1 action going on all across the state, as we mentioned. KSL Sports Rewind going to be home for all the action and playoffs, doing the exclusive streaming home for all the playoffs and championship game. We broadcast on there as well too. So
Highland
going to be a great
14,
season.
Westlake
We've had a fun one here tonight. Cannot
5
wait
minutes
to
left
get
to
the
go in the
second half
second
underway.
quarter.
But you know, Logan, I still
Woods Cross
felt like it
21,
was so big.
Syracuse
40-yarder
14
from
at
Archer,
halftime.
the kicker, able to squeeze it through. This feels like that's a big momentum booster and gave them some positive momentum, especially considering they fumbled at the 5-yard line.
Yeah, and I want to remind you that it was actually Birch that made that field goal, the running back for the Grizzlies. He was the one that came in, made that 40-yarder, but really big win before the half to give themselves some confidence. I completely agree with your sentiment there, JT.
Rigby Young will be coming out too. What do you think the key is for Rigby Young. Obviously hooked up with Meredith for the big play, but since then this offense for the Bears has left a little bit to be desired.
Yeah, I think it's really just patience in the pocket. His offensive line has created some space for him. I think just being a sophomore, this being his first start, again, coming over from Brighton High School, he learned a lot over there, but he never had as much playing time. So this being his first game, he's just got to settle down, go through those progressions, and kind of do what he did on those first couple possessions, getting the ball out quick, get that confidence back, and I think you'll see their offense start to soar throughout the rest of this game and really throughout the rest of the season.
Chase Pingree back to receive the kick. We are ready for second half action here at Juan Diego High School. Summit Academy, the Bears taking on the Logan Grizzlies on KSL Sports Rewind, half number 2. This kick will be brought in at past the 40. Oh, a thunderous hit delivered. My goodness.
Tackle number 32, Lucas Denos.
Yeah, I think that was Denos on the tackle, man. Great play, great pursuit. Some kicking woes so far for Summit Academy, not able to get the ball downfield when they've kicked that off, which has given the Grizzlies great field position.
Yeah, the wind is going in that direction.
Brings up first and 10 on the 44-yard line.
But struggles there, as you mentioned. So here we go. 8-3, as we mentioned, in favor of the Bears. Grizzlies with the ball. A very favorable start here. They're going to get it at the 43. Their own 43, but got a chance to cross that half-field line in a moment. And we got quick flags there. Quick whistle, should say. No flags were actually thrown.
Referee timeout.
It was a referee timeout. Looks like we had to get something straight on the Summit Academy sideline.
Yep. I mean, I'd like to take this time to shout out my kids, my 3 boys, Noah, McKay, and Rome. Love you guys. Thanks for your support. I really appreciate that you let me come out here and do something that I love, be around a sport that gave so much to me. I can kind of give back to the community here in Utah a little bit by highlighting a lot of these young stars. So thank you there at home. Go to bed for Mom now. Let her get some rest. We'll get back to some football.
Favero with the keeper. Breaks one tackle, then leveled down.
Quarterback keeper on the play.
You know, Favero's not really afraid of contact, JT. Every time he runs the ball, he'll take some of those hits, which maybe you don't want early on in the season for your quarterback, but making a play there and making it a second and manageable.
Yeah, 2nd and 5. Ike Miller, the defensive end, in on the stop. Fake the ground game, quick throw to the outside. Sargent's got it. He's got a first down as well.
Yeah, Sargent, probably the fastest guy on this offensive side of the ball.
For a Grizzlies first down.
If they can get him in a one-on-one matchup, look for him to make some plays.
Couple positive momentum plays for the Grizzlies. What do they do on it here? And they're going to try to say that the Bears jumped, but I think he did not actually jump offside, so therefore I think it will be a false start on the Grizzlies that time.
Yeah, Olsen trying to maybe use that defensive aggression against him, even though he didn't cross into the neutral zone. So I think you're right. I think this is going to be a false start on Olsen there on the far side.
Yeah, Sam Traster was the one who
false start on the offense.
Jump. And there you go. It'll be a false start on the Grizzlies, and unfortunately, as well as you mentioned, I mean, Olsen's just had a tremendous game overall, but a little mistake, and those can be drive killers.
Brings up second and long.
You know, Olsen, I found out, is a 2-sport athlete, so he plays basketball as well.
Oh, high snap. Got to get on top of it. Could be trouble. Favero able to do so. And we just talked about it. Back-to-back negative plays. It was 1st and 10 momentum, and now it's going to be about 2nd and 19 coming up.
You know, and having one snap that's bad in the first half is enough. Having a second one is something you just cannot have, especially in a game like this where it's 8-3, and now it makes it 2nd and a mile.
Under 11 minutes to go in quarter number 3. A low snap this time. They're going to throw it out quickly. It's hauled in by Birch. The back gaining yards rapidly and lowers the shoulder to get all the penalty yardage back. So it's going to be 3rd and 10 coming up, but a nice job by Birch.
Yeah, Birch got out of the backfield on that little swing pass. Favero checking it down very quickly, but great blocking downfield by Sargent on that far side, making a block so he could spring it and make it a little bit more manageable of a 3rd down.
Favero Flushed out, rolls to the right, looks downfield, throws, and it's hauled in. What a catch! And still on his feet, doing a great job.
Pass complete.
Second team all-region wide out, stepping up in a big way for the Grizz.
Yeah, Fanua looked like he was going to come in there and possibly intercept that pass, or at least lay some wood. Not able to. Great job by Pingree. Great focus, strong hands, brings that down, and picks up even more. Some yak on that play.
Big time. Paul Soliai's defense going to have to step up here, backs against the wall. Grizzlies officially in the red zone. Pick this drive up at the 18. Favero looking downfield. Sargent, it's broken up, unable to haul it in.
Yeah, I like the no call there, JT. They were both fighting with their hands. Neither of them was able to really gain an advantage, so that's why we didn't see a flag thrown on that play. Great defense on the back end. They're going to, again, have to stiffen up here. And I like that you mentioned Paul Soliai. Great defensive mind. We'll see if they can muster up a stop here.
Suliafu doing a great job in coverage on the outside. 2nd and 10. Quality start here for the Grizz offense. The give to Birch. Hit the field goal. This time gains about 4.
Short gain on the play. Tackle by number 24, Makai
quickly, get set, and then call their play from there. They went tempo last time they were in the red zone, cost them greatly.
It did, yeah, with that fumble. Again, a botched snap. So a lot of issues with that center to quarterback exchange.
Favero looks left, now back to the right. Has his back, and not much is there. Is that going to be an incomplete pass? And it looks like it was hauled in. Just a great tackle
on the outside. Tackle by number 23.
Suliafu again.
Suliafu.
Yeah, Suliafu's doing a good job on the outside.
Referee timeout.
Yeah, referee timeout here as they get something in order. Week 1 for everyone, as we mentioned. 9:21 to go here in quarter number 3. It's 8-3 right now. Grizzlies knocking on the door. They're going to have to turn back to the leg of Birch. Put it through once. Can he do so again? Much shorter here. Kick is up. And this one's no good. He hit it from 40. This one around 30, and he
kick is no good.
Knock it in, Tucker.
Yeah, obviously has the distance just a little bit wide right. Could have been affected by the wind, but again, a pretty good leg there for Birch, a running back. Not something that you see very often, but when you have a guy that's athletic like that, you try to get him involved as much as you can. Unfortunately, just not able to come up with 3 points there. So good job by the defense to bend but not break.
Great job indeed. Today's KSL Sports Rewind matchup is brought to you by TAB Bank. TAB Bank, home of the TAB Spread Rewards. Checking account with a 2.75% annual percentage yield on your account balance and 1% cash back on eligible purchases. Cap responsibility. Visit tabbank.com to learn more. Member FDIC. This drive starts for Summit Academy inside their own 15. We got whistles already.
JT, you know what I like though? How quickly Young just got rid of that ball. I know that's not going to count, but I like the thought process behind the play call. Get it out quick, get him some confidence, and see if you can move downfield like you did in the first half.
They blew the play dead. It's still going to be first down here.
Okay, it's 1st down and 10, Summit Academy.
I've had this happen a couple times tonight where plays run and then we reset because whether it's the chain gang or just something is not quite right and in order.
You know, it is the first week, so whether it's, you know, the confusion by the players or confusion by the refereeing crew, we're having a little bit of it on both ends.
Young, quick throw is dropped. Incomplete.
Pass incomplete.
Yeah.
Up 2nd down and 10.
Hanneman just tried to move before he caught that pass. An on frame from Young, so a great ball. Just trying to make a play before it's actually reeled in.
Solid turnout tonight from both the Logan and Summit Academy faithful. They'll be back in their own stadiums. The Juan Diego, the home Knights in action. 2nd and 10. Young on the keeper, trying to turn the corner. Eventually spun down after a gain of 4.
Young has been excellent in those zone read plays where he's watching that guy crash down and he's able to make something out of nothing, essentially, and make it a 3rd and 5 here.
3rd and 6 coming up. Summit Academy offense that hit big early, even a 2-point conversion on a busted field goal. But since, not much to ride home about. Will that change here? Need 6. Young looking to his left, now steps up, nearly swung down, gonna take off, and he will get the first down. Young using the legs to get the yard necessary.
Yeah, great job by Young. He almost got tackled. The guy had the arm on the shoulder, able to break free, get downfield, and keep the drive alive for the Bears.
Huge play there, also massive for the field position game. Had to punt there, gives the Grizzlies so much more favorable starting field position. Grizzlies have caught empty on 2 red zone trips so far today. Empty backfield for Young here, under 8 minutes to go. At the 35, Fonua has it, cuts it inside. Gains about 2, and a flag in.
It looks like it's in the area of a hold there.
See if it's on the Bears or Grizzlies. And it will indeed be on the Bears. The Bears offense with huge aspirations this season, a team that thinks they're capable of going all the way this year. Their goal is to eventually be a powerhouse.
You know, I think we'll see a lot of growth from this team, mainly because of the youth that is on the field. They've got a lot of young players, only 5 seniors, as we've mentioned before, but they also have a lot of talent. And I think a few weeks in, they're going to learn a lot, they're going to gain experience, and they're going to be extremely dangerous throughout the rest of the season.
1st and 20. Young trying to get it out quickly, and he will. Grizzlies are all over it. 3-yard gain.
You know, I can't tell you how much confidence that gives a quarterback. You can compare it to a guy that's struggling shooting the ball in a basketball game. The moment he sees a free throw or a layup just go through the net, that next throw is going to be that much easier for him after he sees a completion.
Who brought it in that time? Becca Meredith has been quiet. Phenomenal receiver. See if they can get him back involved here. There's 7.5 to go in the 3rd. 27 up top, looking deep, just overthrown, but there will be a penalty flag. That'll be a holding on the Grizzlies.
Yeah, you saw it. As he reached about the 50-yard line, there was nothing he could really do to hold Afu back from getting to that ball. So he kind of had to hold him. It's either allow a touchdown or take a 15-yard penalty.
The holding penalty on the Bears the play before, and that one goes against the Grizzlies. Young looking to have a big drive here. His father, Ben Young, his first year as a head coach. Such a veteran staff, knows so many. You mentioned Bernard, Moss, Lucy as well, just absolutely stacked.
Pass interference on the play.
Yeah, I asked him what it's like to have an assistant coaching tree that's as strong as that. And he said he just treats them like normal human beings. A lot of people may go into those relationships and be a little bit, I don't know what the perfect word is, but
starstruck.
Yeah, starstruck, right? Not really take control of it, but he sees them as equals. They see him as an equal, and they just teach each other football. So he's there to learn. They're there to learn from him. It's a perfect give and take from the coaching staff and the head coach, and he's doing an excellent job thus far.
1st and 10 from the 44. Pass-happy drive. Young thinking about airing out again. Rolls right outside to the right. Downfield, throws it, and unable to haul it in downfield is a few.
Pass play incomplete.
Yeah, he's gone off his way quite a bit in this ball game, so I think he's going to be one of his favorite targets throughout the rest of the season.
Yeah, he's created the separation. They just haven't been able to always connect for one reason or another. That one high throw, but one Upper, as you mentioned, would love to have back too.
Yeah, I can't explain how hard it is to be rolling out that way and to be able to put a pass along the sideline right on the dot. Again, only a sophomore this year, so he's got a lot of time to learn and progress.
Flashes are there. Consistency will come with experience. 2nd and long here. Young, pressure in his face almost instantly, dancing around the pocket, still up, chased from behind, and maybe lost a yard. Or he took a hit right on the sideline, that was off flag. And then a hit on the sideline as well, too, as one of the Bears offensive linemen was not a fan of that. So we are going to have tempers flaring on the far side of the field right here. Bears quarterback Young gets level. Offensive lineman said, I'm going to protect my guys. Coaches on the field trying to get their guys out of there.
Yeah, not what you really want to see from your guys, but a lot going on there, JT.
I do agree with the call. I thought Young was out of bounds before the hit came. And, you know, offensive linemen are taught to protect their quarterback. They're going to do it after the whistle at times, too.
Yeah, 100%. So we're going to get offsetting penalties here and probably replay the down. However, it was a after the play penalty. Dead ball.
Yeah, I'd be curious to see how they sort this one out. All of our refs have come together. White Hat will relay it to us shortly. Yeah, but it is interesting to see what happens. The dead ball foul, as you mentioned. And yes, the other guy comes in and shoves, but that was just in a response to the previous one. So how do they view that? I'm very curious to see what this call ends up being. We got 6:53 remaining in quarter number 3.
You know, again, one thing they mentioned, this crew that's out there talking right now, is the safety of players. So their emphasis and what they're going to call are things like late hits. You know, hits after the whistle. Trying to protect these players, whether that's the pads they're wearing and all that. That is their focus. That's what they were told to do this season, and that's exactly what we saw there on that play.
Coach Young talking it over with his team right now. Logan defense awaiting the call. Justin Huey leading the charge for the Grizzlies here. They have 9 of their 11 starters returning on the defensive side of the ball, with just 2 cornerbacks having graduated. We've seen that Grizzlies defense for the most part. I mean, it did take a spectacular catch from Meredith, the lone touchdown they've surrendered, and a pretty good one too on the busted 2-point conversion.
Yeah, they've done a fantastic job to this point in the game. You know, again, mentioning the fact that they're undersized. A lot of teams may be intimidated by that, but these guys have consistently put in really good effort, and that's, I mean, it should be 6-8 right now. Unfortunately, they missed a field goal, and it still a 1-score game, anybody's game.
Personal foul, Logan.
So the personal foul on Logan is
Late
called.
hit. Also,
But as
personal
well, a late hit
foul
on the
Summit
Bears.
Academy.
Looks like those will offset. How about Corner Canyon and Davis? 7-6, the opener for the Chargers. Of course, out of the care era now. We'll see what he can do in Ogden up at Weber State. Be an interesting one to keep an eye on. For more live score updates, head over to KSLSports.com for the latest KSL Sports Rewind, your home to all things high school streaming.
Yeah, Corner Canyon just seems to be able to reload every single year, though.
Do you think they will post care, though? That's the question.
Only time will tell, JT. Only time will tell.
We've got a lot of time between snaps here. I think Coach Young is frustrated, and I get his frustrations because, yes, there was a late hit from his guy, but it was in response to what happened and those guys just protecting his quarterback. So,
yeah.
Tough shaking things for Summit Academy. I totally hear what they're saying right now. Coach Young is not happy at all.
Just do your job, though. That's one thing he can continue to say to his guys. you can get upset, you can go help your quarterback up, but maybe don't take it that extra level. Don't hit the guy out of bounds. I know you're frustrated. Again, a young team, a lot of youth, something they're going to have to grow through. There's growing pains. There's things that they're going to experience out here that they're going to be able to learn from and be better next week because of it.
For sure. And what makes it interesting is Lee Fafito was the one who did it on the sideline. That's the center. So the center right now is not on the field for Summit Academy. That's a big deal. Obviously, we saw some snaps, snap issues rear their ugly head for Logan. We'll see if they do the same for Summit Academy. Second and 11. Young had some time to shake off the hit. Drops back. Stepping up in the pocket. Downfield. Has a man. Incomplete. Just through the hands. Wafu yet again.
Pass incomplete.
Yeah, again, able to create separation. Again, just rolling to the right side. A really hard throw to make downfield. Just that close. Inches away from being a first down and a huge play for the Bears.
I will say as well, may have not gone right through the hands of Wafu. That's where our vantage point could be tough. It looked that way, so that's where we're just at the mercy of these angles we have up here in the press box. But either way, it makes it 3rd and long coming up here, and a long 3rd and long too. It's just there has not been able to be that balance for the Summit Academy offense. They haven't been able to run the ball as well. Credit this Logan defensive line for really stepping up, Tucker.
Yeah, Olsen has obviously been the brightest spot there on the defensive line for the Grizzlies. We'll see if he can make another play here.
Rigby Young bobbled it, pressure in his face. He's going to get sacked. And who else, Tucker, but the man of the hour?
Yeah, Olsen, again, he's a two-sport athlete. Great basketball player from what I've been told. And but he's a football guy. You saw it right there. Able to use that swim move to the outside of the left tackle. I was thinking maybe put Olsen on the center since he was recently subbed into the game. Put your best defensive lineman on somebody that might be a step slow, but it didn't matter. He can go up against anybody on that offensive line and probably make that play again.
Olsen in the backfield in the blink of an eye. If the Grizzlies are able to come through and win this game, he's likely going to be our helmet sticker at the end, the MVP. What a performance from Olsen, getting a monster sack right there. Our punt unit is out for Summit Academy. They have to punt this one away inside the 15. Will they get the punt off? They do just barely. There was contact there. We're not seeing a flag as of right now. As this punt will be down inside the 40. There was contact. No flag. Tucker, what do you think?
Yeah, honestly, it looked like two Grizzlies may have hit the punter there. However, with it being a botched snap, they could have been thinking he was going to run. It's really hard for that back judge, the white hat, to make a call in favor of that punter because it was so close. It was a bang-bang play. It could go either way. I kind of like what he did there. No call.
BYU, Utah, several others too. Impeccable player. 8-3 with 5:44 to go in quarter number 3. It's going to be a 4-man rush. We'll see the quarterback, Vivero, step up. He's going to be tackled after a 5-yard gain. Something out of nothing. But we got some laundry on the field to take care of first.
Yeah, Fanua able to come off his defensive line spot there and make a play downfield. But I think this is going to come back and a hold on the Grizzlies.
Indeed it will be. Hold on the Grizzlies.
I think that's been the common theme throughout the game thus far. You might have a good play, and then for some reason, they're having some mental miscues that are putting them well behind the chains, and it makes it very difficult for your offense to stay on the field and really have opportunities to make solid plays.
5:34 to go. Rivero, check it down, and it's dropped. It would have been a big hit had he caught it though. He did a great job there, but unable to haul it in was Birch, the running back.
Yeah, I think he just heard the footsteps there. Maybe got a little bit happy, tried to make a move before the ball actually got into his basket there, and unfortunately not able to make a play.
Second and long, second and 20 still after that penalty. Bears getting a little exotic with their pressure here.
It looks like they're running a cover 3 here defensively. Have 3 guys back. maybe man up front. We'll see what the, no, all zone.
Favero over the middle of the field, able to find his intended target. Pingree bringing it in over the middle.
Yeah, Pingree's got the most receptions so far from Favero, so we'll see him quite frequently on some of those short yardage slant routes. Not afraid to make a catch coming across the middle.
Between Pingree and Sargent is quite the formidable tandem for a Logan offense. Of course, it's led to no offensive points, though. We'll see if that changes now as we give under 5 minutes in quarter number 3. Empty backfield here. Really see most teams for the most part. I was going to say abandon the run game, but instead the quarterback run game here as Favero tiptoes his way on the sideline for a modest gain of 7. When we talked last night to the Logan coaching staff, they told us we want the quarterback game to be a bigger part of this offense. We've seen quarterback run game. We've seen that come to fruition tonight.
Brings up 4th down.
Yeah, the only thing I worry about is he's a little bit undersized, so if he's consistently taking big hits while running the football, who's your next guy up?
4th and 1. Logan.
4th and 1. This is where it's interesting. You just ran Favero. You have him run it again. Leave the back as the extra blocker, but you have the strength of Birch you can go with to churn out the extra yards. No, Favero will keep it and falls forward. Just gets it by an inch.
I like the misdirection there. They've been in shotgun all night. Quickly gets under center, takes that snap, and gets outside the tackle on a QB sneak. A little bit different than anything else we've usually seen.
Will remain in the back finish, and we've seen really both sides bend the run game, at least their running backs. We've seen Favero run it. He's going to drop back to pass here over the middle of the field. Sargent unable to haul it in. It was through his hands.
You know, I think sometimes when you get a little bit later in the ball game, you haven't ran the ball really consistent, you do tend to abandon it. And that can either win or lose you a football game. Unfortunately, that drop there is going to bring up a long 2nd down.
4:28 to go. They will run it with Favero here, and he gains 5. Talked about
quarterback keeper on the play.
Hits the quarterback's taken, Favero's taken several. I will say, what Coach Huey wanted his team to do from a big standpoint, they've started well in this game. One thing he mentioned to us, he wants the quarterback run game, and he wants to make the other team's offense one-dimensional. Summit Academy hasn't been running the ball very much. It's been mostly pass, so they've succeeded in their goals, yet they still find themselves trailing in this game.
Yeah, I think that's just because defensively Summit Academy's also been able to bend but not break necessarily.
3rd and about 7. Favero over the middle of the field. It's hauled in, and it's going to be a 1st down. Oh, as he stayed on his feet, still on the go. Is Pingree looking to turn the corner on the outside, across the 20, inside the 10, and he's finally pushed out of bounds. Pingree somehow stayed on his feet. Absolutely miraculous here at Juan Diego.
Well, he did the old whoop-de-doo. Put his hand down, stayed up. The defense thought he was down. No whistle. Heads-up play by Pingree to get downfield inside the 10-yard line and give the Grizzlies a shot at the end zone.
A touchdown has eluded Logan on 2 red zone trips. Could they punch it in here? They get on the ball quickly. This guy get the chain gang set. They were lagging a little bit behind here. Killed all the momentum that Logan was trying to establish. And 3:29, so they're not taking this one to the end of the quarter, but they are taking their time with it here. Birch is the back. To the sideline again. They got all that time because of the late set to the chain gang. Favero give it to Birch here. Instead, he's going to keep it inside. The ball is out! The ball is out! That's a fumble in the end zone. And I believe the Bears have it.
I believe they do.
No, this is absolutely insane, Tucker.
Hey, again, Hughie's getting what he wants. A lot of quarterback run action. Trying to make too much of a play there, I think. A little bit loose, turns the ball over, and again, the Grizzlies get inside the red zone and come away with 0 points.
It's turned into one wild night here at Juan Diego High School. The first thing Coach Huey said to us, a key to win last night, he told me, eliminate mistakes. They have not been able to do that.
Yeah, honestly, neither side has really been able to do that. That's why it's anybody's ball game still to this point with all the turnovers and all the woes on both sides in terms of penalties. we still got ourselves a game. There's still been a lot of action. It's been an extremely fun ball game to watch here on Friday night at Juan Diego High School.
It's just a crushing blow to Logan. We'll see how their offense responds. Dinbury with the highlight-worthy play.
And they seem to make a really good adjustment with all those slant routes, finding, you know, empty spots in that zone to take advantage of. And unfortunately, a turnover eliminates all the good they've done on that drive.
Rigby Young, Summit Academy offense, back to work here. The give. And only going to gain a yard or two.
Run by number 1, Nito Fanua.
Unfortunately, Summit's run game seems to be more east and west and not north and south. They got to get downhill running plays rather than trying to extend it outside. I know Finoa is extremely fast. He's got quick feet, but he's also a bruiser. Get him running downfield and give your quarterback more of an option on second down.
Logan said their focus in tonight was just on us. We'll make in-game adjustments, but the focus has to be on us. So far, that approach led to them leading 8-3. Quick throw to the outside. It's hauled in, but Logan is all over at the Grizz. Getting after the ball like it's a jar of honey.
Yeah, great pursuit by Nash Red on that. Able to come from that secondary position and make a play in the backfield. In the backfield, JT.
Yeah, the tight end, Hanneman, was the recipient of it. Just could not get the yak. In fact, he'll lose yards on that one. This is going to make it.
No gain on the play, brings up third down.
Logan's defense continues to keep them in this game. 3 red zone trips and 0 points to show for the Grizzlies. They traveled an hour and a half to come down here and try to get a win, and they still got a shot to do so, even though they have yet to cross the goal line.
You know, you can always have one of the best defenses if you got a secondary that can recognize a play and come up and stop somebody in the backfield.
Young, downfield, the heave, reception.
Great pass from Young. Finds a seam down the middle of the field. Dieters makes the diving grab.
We've seen some miraculous plays. Dieter providing one there. This time Young on the keeper. Young still on his feet. And Young is going to get 9. The Bears offense is booming.
10-yard gain on
I like the quick decision there from Young as we're inside 2 minutes now left in this third period. We'll see if they can continue this momentum throughout the rest of this drive.
Right at the Grizzlies 40. Young looking downfield and it's hauled in. Meredith finally comes to fruition and make a play yet again. But Quiet since his touchdown. But Meredith will pick up about 20.
Yeah, and it also took, what, 5 Grizzlies to bring Meredith down? It's incredible from a wide receiver. The strength and power that he has on the outside is why a lot of schools at the next level are taking a look at Beckham Meredith.
The best Summit Academy drive we've seen in quite some time. Young kept it again.
Quarterback keeper on the play.
Nice strong stop there by Red.
Rigby
The
Young.
safety's coming down fast and hard.
Yeah, I mean, maybe this is a little bit too much of a comparison, but one person that did that really well at the second level, or at the next level, was Caleb Downs. Something you're seeing here.
Quick pitch and nothing is there. A great play is made. That'll be Coltered. The brothers doing their best right now to keep Summit Academy's offense in check.
That looks like the red zone is enacted right now. They are all over the field. Again, look at where he's coming from. He's coming from that safety position. I just made that comparison to Caleb Downs, who was probably the best safety at the college level last year. And it's because of plays like that. If you can continue to do that, you're going to have people looking at you at the next level.
Bonua stopped in his tracks, and as we talked about earlier, it really feels like this Bears offense abandoned the run game inside the tackles. Everything we're trying to do is to the outside. This is going to set up 3rd and 6, a pivotal down and distance. Final play of the third quarter as they look to the outside. Hauled in by Meredith. Meredith keeping the legs turning. He's still on his feet. Meredith, a man amongst boys. He's got the first down as we're going to send it into the fourth. What an end to the third quarter.
Yeah, great play. Again, I don't think one man on that team could bring Beckham Meredith down by himself. I don't think it's possible.
Meredith making it happen with 2 massive receptions. But of course, it all started on this drive with Braden Dieters over the middle of the field. It's Friday night. Football's back. Where else would you rather be? We'll be back with fourth quarter action on KSL Sports 1. 18-3 with the Bears knocking on the door, making it a two-score game.
It's first and goal.
Here we go.
Start of the fourth quarter. Summit Academy 8, Logan High School 3.
First and goal coming up. JT Russo, Tucker Bass, our family, and Mike Christensen by your side here as we take you through the first Friday night under the lights of the season. August is here. Football is back. Juan Diego, the home of the night's action between Summit Academy and the Logan Grizzlies. Young on the keeper. He's kept it almost every time, it feels like, and the Grizzlies were ready for it, Tucker.
Yeah, I think he needs to now hand the ball off at least once or twice to get that defensive end to, again, crash down on that play. But how exciting has the last 5 minutes of gameplay been?
Absolutely electric. The Grizzlies turn it over right as they get it in the red zone, and then a couple of big plays from the Bears that put them on the doorstep, being the first team to score a touchdown in this second half. Young, low snap, he's just got to jump onto it. Another miscue proves costly to an offense in the red zone tonight.
That snap on the play brings up third down.
Yeah, they just got to do their job, right? If I'm Coach Young, again, that's something he mentioned. And it's a big focal point for their team is just do your job. Center's got to get that ball back to that quarterback. That's the only job he has to really do. And unfortunately, that's going to make it third and goal from the 15-yard line.
10:40 to go in the fourth. We had the fours up out here for the first time in August. Season got underway last night, a couple of fun games, and then here we are tonight, kicking off the first Friday night of the season. And I think it's a good decision for Coach Young to take a time
out on
his
the field,
offense out of
Summit
sorts.
Academy.
A pivotal third down coming up here. We'll step away. You're watching KSL Sports. Welcome back into KSL Sports Rewind. We got a great one here between Summit Academy and Logan. 8-3, the Bears lead the Grizzlies in the battle of wild animals here on the first Friday night of the season. Young, with time, rolls out to the right, looks, scans downfield, buys time, he throws, and it's broken up in the end zone. The special night for the secondary of the Grizzlies continues, batting it away with big plays. Cold Red
brings up fourth down.
Yeah, Colt Red and Ian Hall were there to break that one up in the secondary. So 4th and 15, pardon me. It's going to be interesting. I think they've got to throw it Meredith's way here. If I'm going to take a shot at the end zone, that's the only person I'm looking at. Maybe Afu.
Looks like no field goal here. Interesting, and that's where, you know, we don't know how everyone's kicker situation is. And as of right now, they look like they're going to rather turn to the ground, to their offense, rather than going for the chip shot field goal. We saw the Grizzlies connect on the long one, miss on the short one. How will
fourth down for the Bears.
Fourth down play out, 4th and 15, as you highlighted, Tucker. A big moment for the young QB, Rigby Young, and we had a false start. The miscues continue to multiply here this evening at Juan Diego High School.
False start on the offense.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of yellow flags thrown this evening.
Laundry has been plentiful, like a college dorm room.
Yeah, I'm going to have to do a load after this game.
They're going to keep the offense on the field.
Get up out of your seat, Summit fans. It's fourth down.
Has misplayed the red zone a multitude of times, yet they still find themselves a chance to get a stop and still hold this Bears offense without a score since the first quarter and give themselves a chance to come back. But they got to make it here. 4th and forever. It's 4th and 20. Young stepped up. Did he get hit in the face? No flag. Downfield. The throw. And it is holding by Meredith. Is that going to stand? Touchdown! Oh my goodness! Meredith with the Massive play! Hashtag rewind top 5. How do you do? Wow!
Yo, Beckham Meredith has the strongest hands of a high school receiver that I've seen in quite some time. He's able to just go out there and snatch that. The ball was sailing out of bounds. He was defended by 2 or 3 guys over there in the corner and still able to come away with it.
The play of the night, popping his touchdown from earlier.
Moss.
Touchdown from Summit Academy, and we'll just stay here to relish in the incredible play and the incredible evening we're witnessing from Meredith.
Well, not only that, but the composure from a young QB with the last name of Young, no pun intended, but able to escape the pressure. I feel like there might have been a face mask that could have been called there, probably a 5-yarder, not necessarily a 15, but able to keep concentration downfield, find Meredith, and throw an absolute dime to the front corner of the end zone.
I don't know how he hauled it in the corner, the toe drag swag. A touchdown from Meredith. Wow.
That catch might have been good in the NFL. I think he might have had 2 feet in.
Make some noise, Summit fans.
He's going to stay on the field, too. We saw earlier the botched kick. And we'll see right here. Bunch it up.
They got the defensive lineman, Fanoa, in the backfield.
Fake it to him. Young looking downfield, waiting, buying time, pressure in his face, and throws it too high.
He had a tight end on the backside of the end zone. I don't know if you saw that, but he ran a little out route. He's kind of waving his hands over there on the far side of the end zone. Unfortunately, Young's attention was here to the near side, not able to come away with 2 points, but still 14 points here on the board for the Summit Academy Bears.
First point since the first quarter, 14-3. Logan got to get going, but plenty of time to do so. 10-14 to go. Don't go anywhere. You're watching a game at Juan Diego High School that does not feature Juan Diego, but instead Summit Academy and Logan on KSL Sports Rewind.
Out of your seats, Bears
the man
fans.
of the hour, Brennan Marion.
Let's hear it for our Summit Academy Bears.
Play after play tonight, his biggest, a touchdown to make it 14-3.
Not only has he carried his team on his back, but he's also carried the entire secondary of the Logan Grizzlies on his back at times this evening.
Number 4, number 6.
Bears will punt it away. Logan has got to get something going on offense. It's now or never. This one will be returnable. Looking to make something happen is Red. Stopped at the 45. We've seen multiple solid returns on not great kicks. It was Colt Red that time.
You know, it almost looks like that pooch kick is intentional. Maybe it's because the kicker doesn't have a lot of leg on him. I think we saw him miss a few field goals there at halftime, probably why they're not bringing him out for the field goals. But overall, that's not necessarily a bad kick because Red's having to run up on that ball. There's so many things that can happen. And it gives your defense opportunities to possibly get a takeaway on the kickoff.
10 minutes to go, 14-3. Logan finally hands it off inside, and the fresh leg's going to go for a big gain inside. Mason Birch is saying, feed me, coach, on the sideline. Finally gets it. Powers away for a first down.
Yeah, it seems like offensively, if they're gaining any yardage, it's coming from Birch, whether that's on a swing pass that Favero's finding him on, or if it's a run up the middle. The kid's been a workhorse so far.
See if they go back to him. They'll fake it here. Quick throw over the middle of the field. It's wide open. It's hauled in. Huge gain through the air. Jason Pinnigree clearly set the team up for a touchdown last time and will do so on this drive.
Again, Favero's doing a very good job finding open spaces within that zone defense. There, it's on a seam route and a cover 3 that you're able to split those 2 deep safeties.
Logan's offense is humming, but they got to punch it in. Birch, patient inside. Quickly swung down.
Short yard gain on the play.
Fatoa in on the stop there.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
No other way to slice it here, Tucker. Logan has to put this ball in the end zone. No field goals, touchdowns. And they got a few plays to do it. Favero swings it to the outside. Here's Birch in the open field, makes a man miss, and runs into his own teammate, who will still push him forward for a couple of yards, set up third and manageable, even though it's fourth down territory.
Yeah, he's just a little bit too loose with that football. I don't know if you saw that as well, JT, but as he's coming in to make contact, that ball's out here. He needs to bring that in tighter, as they've had fumble issues inside the red zone already tonight.
Got to tighten it up here. 2 fumbles in the red zone, another field goal that was missed. Favero looks downfield, pressure to the right, steps up, makes a man miss. He's going to the end zone, takes a hit, dives, and he's just pushed out of bounds. But about at the 2-yard line, Logan with a fresh set of downs to work with coming up here.
Yeah, Traster came from that far side, forcing Favero to get outside the pocket, and he's about a yard away from being able to extend that over the pylon and get into the end zone, as we're probably going to take a timeout here for an injury on the field for a Summit Academy Bear player down there.
Injury timeout as Logan is looking for their first touchdown of the evening with 8:31 to go. Quarter number 4. We'll be back with more on KSL Sports Rewind. Next, he was the injured player for
First
Summit
and goal,
Academy.
Logan High School.
It'll be first and goal. Coming up here inside, they're going to try to go quick and punch it in. A pile at the goal line. That will not lead to a score, but it's the Bears to toughen it up on the inside. Second down.
No gain on the play, brings up second down and goal.
You know, JT, that worked earlier, trying to catch him off guard, going under center, making it look like you may go change some sort of coverage on the front line, take that snap under center, not able to get outside like he was earlier in the game, though.
14-3 with 8 minutes to go. Favero looks to pass, throws it, and it is hauled in. The star wideout bringing in the first touchdown
on the
of
play
season for Logan, and it is Sargent.
Yeah, Sargent, a great job. It looked like a 2-. I don't know if you know what a 2- is, but that's that kind of a slant route and dig to the outside. A great job getting some separation from the corner there on the far side, and a much-needed touchdown from the Grizzlies.
Sargent, now a crazy play. They're going to pitch it to the outside, trying to turn the corner and getting in. A great job.
2-point conversion is good.
The 2-point conversion is good. And that means it is a 3-point game, 14-11. We have seen both offenses go for 2 at one point or another and come through with touchdowns. How about the fourth quarter fireworks between Logan and Summit Academy?
Yeah, I wanted some aggressiveness there. Some hard running plays down near the goal line for the Grizzlies. I love that 2-point conversion. Throw everybody to the outside, get some confusion, and get your best playmakers an opportunity to get into the end zone. 3-point game. Still anybody's ball game. And to be able to go down and score like that after that huge play from Meredith down here says a lot about this Logan football team and their resiliency.
Coach Huey had to love that. Both teams looking for a win tonight. Of course, only one can capture it. Meredith back to return the kick. I can't imagine they want to put the ball in his hands right now. They've been swimming and kicking these short a lot this evening.
I mean, if we were giving out a helmet sticker right now, it would probably be to Meredith, so it makes sense why they'd want to kick it short.
Huge drive right there as well for Birch, doing a great job for Logan. He might get it along with Olsen as well. The other way for Logan. Still anyone's game here.
For the Bears,
the offense is pretty much silent in the second and third quarter outside of a field goal, but the fourth quarter showcase has been fun. Meredith going to let this one go over his head. And while we have a moment, we want to tell you that today's action on KSL Sports Rewind is brought to you by What-Ups. While we all love spending time supporting our high school teams, What-Ups Insurance Agency is the team that will support and help protect you. Whether it's your business, home, rental properties, cars, or recreational vehicles, What-Ups Insurance Agency is a local insurance pro you can count on. You can call or text us at 801-683-3663 to evaluate your insurance program. Check out What-Ups Insurance Agency today.
Yeah, everybody should call Watt-Ups after this game, or I guess maybe during business hours. See if you can get a better rate. Why not? What does it hurt?
Inside the handoff. A number of Grizzlies converge quickly on the ball carrier that time.
Number 5, Seal.
Yeah, he goes by Seal. A little bit of a change up there. We've seen Fanoa for the majority of this ball game, giving somebody else an opportunity to make some plays. You know, Sio is a freshman. The body that kid has as a freshman is insane.
Make it to Sio here. Young's going to keep it, and Young will get swallowed up by multiple Grizzlies. We got a flag down, though, right as the tackle
Quarterback keeper, Rigby Young, flag on the play.
Looks like it will be.
Yeah, unfortunately, you make it a second and manageable, and then you have a holding penalty, which is going to bring you back. And that's been the consistent theme throughout this game, is you gain a little, but give up a lot, unfortunately.
Second and long drive killer has been plentiful tonight, and it's part of the reason that our combined score does not exceed 25. Actually, it's exactly at 25 as I show off my math prowess here.
Hey, at least we didn't have to worry about the mercy rule this evening.
At Olympus High School, they did.
Yeah, interesting new mercy rule that's being introduced this year.
44-point game in the fourth quarter is a mercy. As you mentioned, that will be something that comes to play throughout the season. Thankfully, not here tonight. Young, looking downfield, pressure in his face. He steps up, looking, wants to run. Oh, he's retreating the wrong way. Should not do that. Oh, he just throws it up and throws it away. Dangerous play from a young quarterback there.
Yeah, probably should have gotten rid of it the first time he was near the sideline. Made the smart decision, able to get it across the line of scrimmage while he was outside of the pocket. So no intentional grounding there. Smart, heady play, but third and about, what, 3 miles?
Yes, I would say exactly. Turning your back to the line of scrimmage outside the pocket, not what I can imagine the Coach Young father wanted to see from his young quarterback in that instance.
Yeah, but I'm glad you mentioned it. Young quarterback, he's going to have film to look at. He's going to be able to grow from this, and you're going to see a lot better play from here on out.
Young pressure in his face. He gets engulfed. And who else but Olsen? He's delivered time and time again, been unstoppable off the edge. He drops the hammer on third and forever.
Yeah, just a great job. The work he's doing with his hands inside with that tackle, that kid's had no shot all night. He's been able to swim past. He's been able to duck under. Pretty much anything he's wanted to do, he's been able to get back into the backfield and wreak havoc on Young.
Punt is away, and it ain't a very good one. It's going to bounce at the 20. And it will stay inside the 25. Logan has trailed all night long, but at long last, Logan has a shot at the lead coming up here, Tucker.
Yeah, and already in Birch's field goal range as well.
I feel better about him from here, considering he missed the one we saw earlier. 6:11 to go. It is 14-11.
First down and 10 on the 23-yard line.
Summit Academy, but that lead may not be theirs for long with Logan already on the edge of the red zone. Birch inside, big gainer. Birch bounces it to the outside. Inside the 10, one man to beat, lowers the shoulder. Pushed out inside the 5. Logan a few yards away from their first lead of the night.
Yeah, knocking on the door extremely quick. You force really a terrible punt, and that's something that Summit Academy is going to focus on relentlessly throughout this next week, is the play of their special teams. That's what's really hampered them, especially in that field position game so far tonight.
Under 6 to go now, 14-11. Logan in no rush. Don't want to give Meredith too much time to work with, or a young quarterback who is willing to sling it. See if Birch gets it again here. He will. Inside. Shakes off a hit. Down at the 2.
Yeah, Palu quickly in there to make the tackle. Really, it's just one missed tackle away from a touchdown. You got to be extremely sound in your technique while tackling this close to the goal line.
5:13 to go on the 2-yard line. It is second down. Birch got him on the doorstep. They'll throw it outside, and it's hauled in. It's the second touchdown from Sargent, who is just giving Logan their first lead of the night.
Logan.
Yeah, and honestly, there was just too much space given there by the corner. There's no reason why you shouldn't be playing press coverage, and he just got beat. Simple as that. Nice job.
They went for 2 last time, same formation. It worked wonders. Nope, they're going to motion everyone back in this time. Offensive line, the big boys, in a hurry.
Yeah, you only need the field goal right now, because then you're up 4. It's still 1 touchdown that has to be scored to lose the ball game.
Birch, a crucial extra point, and he delivers.
Point is good.
Makes it a 4-point game with 5:03 to go. Summit Academy
Logan
pass
18, Summit Academy 14.
Pull ahead, 18-14. Logan held to a field goal all night, but finally they come through and make it happen. 2 monster fourth-quarter touchdowns have them up 18-14. What a response after they fell behind big.
Well, you have to play for 4 quarters, right? Right now, they really need to focus on playing through the whistle. If you're Summit Academy, I think their youth is showing a lot here towards the end of this ball game, whether that's miscues with penalties, drops. You know, you're backing yourself up offensively, and that's never going to help you. But a fantastic job by this Logan offense to really take advantage of that short yardage. I mean, they started at what, the 22-yard line?
Number 0, Beckham Meredith.
Sky Scenic kickoff coming up here in a pivotal close game, 18-14. Will this one beat Meredith? Going to let it go yet again.
Touchback.
Flowing in the favor of Summit Academy and of Logan. They're going to let it fly that time. So
Bears take over on the 20-yard line.
If you're Coach Young, if you're Francis Bernard, what are you telling your team right now going into a massive drive in the 4th with 5:03 to go, Tucker?
Do your job. You know, make your blocks, catch the football. You got 5 minutes. You got plenty of time. You don't need to be in a hurry. Just be patient. If you're young, make sure that he's not putting the ball in harm's way.
We talked to Coach Young yesterday, mentioned 3 emphases first team during fall camp. Discipline, mental capacity, becoming a brotherhood. Let's see how this brotherhood of Bears is ready for this test, trailing by 4 in the 4th quarter. Would throw to the outside, it's brought in. Down at the legs after a gain of about 7.
Trying to get a little yak there. Nice job. He's a big target. I think he's playing tight end right now for Afu. And he's been a huge part of this offense. Between him and Meredith, that's a great 1-2 punch for Young to have on the outside.
18-14, 4:30 to go in a thriller to open the high school football season. Young looking deep. Meredith double move, but the throw actually ended up being father and son.
Yeah. Great catch there by Coach Young as well. High pointed it, got up there.
Another great move by Meredith on the sideline too, just unable to connect there. And this is where I'm excited on this 2-minute drive and just this evening. How
Injury
it
timeout.
looks like we're going to have an injury timeout for a Logan player who is down right now. So we will step away briefly on KSL Sports Rewind. Riley Hoff helped off the field. Good to see him get up though. All right, here we go. 4:26 to go. 18-14. It is 3rd and short.
Down Bears.
But it could very well be 4 down territory. Summit Academy has resisted running between the tackles frequently tonight. We'll see if they turn back to it here. They do. Inside, they're going to get it, and they're going to get a lot more. Holds the field here for Seal. Down the field, he's going to finally get it. The big back rumble and stumble inside the 30.
Yeah, he's a freshman, JT. A big guy, but has the speed to get outside, get it downfield inside the 30. A great job by Seal.
Seal stepping up in a big way. O'Neill have been the backs tonight, and that is Seal's signature moment. With 4:13 to go, the Bears offense is in business. Oh, it's fumbled, but Young got back on top of it. feel the gasp from the Bears faithful.
Yeah, everybody getting a little bit too excited down there on the field. Both guys wanted that football.
A 56-yard run by Seal Tautuyaki.
It was officially a 56-yard run to completely flip the field position. Bears are taking a lot of time right now off that fumble on 2nd and long. I think they are okay with this obviously being the final drive, but they just want to make sure he got enough time to get it done in with about 3.5 to go. 18-14 here. Young, quick throw to the outside, and who else but Meredith to bring it in, but that he was tackled.
Not complete.
2 minutes on you. Clock running as well.
Yeah, again, huge target on the outside. Beckham Meredith able to make it more of a 3rd and manageable, but this is 4-down territory for the Summit Academy Bears. Touchdown or nothing.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
A moment to spot the ball. So here we go. We are finally going to have
referee timeout.
I said, I wonder if they're going to talk about something with the clock here as well. I thought it was going to run, but maybe it was something else. Looks like we're good. 3:05 to go. Young looks to the outside.
You know, credit this offense, credit Young. They've had some miscues throughout this evening, yet they continue to gain yardage, get downfield, and give themselves opportunities to win this ballgame.
An opportunity to win is all this team could ask for, and they absolutely have one here. Big game there, setting the Bears up with 2:45 to go at the 11.
Yeah, that was a great catch and run by Reese on the outside.
My apologies, Reese was actually the one who made it. Young, the keeper. Inside, still on his feet. Young will score, and the Bears take back the lead.
Great vision by the Young quarterback there, able to use that zone read and keep it himself and use Sio as a lead blocker for him to lead him into the end zone. Great speed, great play from a Young quarterback.
The 11-yard touchdown makes it a 20-18 for Summit. And there's Mr. 11, the young star walking off the field after his best drive of the night. How about that whole drive without Meredith, too? The rest of this team stepping up. That's what it takes, a team, and you see that in fruition right there. A crucial extra point right here to make it a 3-point game.
Well, you mentioned the brotherhood aspect of what Coach Young wants this team to be, and that's exactly what these types of possessions do for a Young ball club, is they bring these guys together and they fight for one another.
Got a flag down. We're trying to figure out what it will be. A reminder, 2:26 to go, 20-18 is the current score in one of the best fourth quarters we're going to see on the season, as Coach Young is not happy with his team after that penalty.
Yeah, the thing that's hard, though, the play clock is not on at the end of the end zone. That's a delay of game that was just called. Unfortunate, but play on. They have to make this kick.
They have to make this kick indeed. Pivotal moment for Summit Academy as they try to get the win at Juan Diego, even though they're the home team. Kick is up, and it was somehow through. It was blocked. Somehow made it. What a kick! Unreal.
I think there was, 3 Logan Grizzlies that had an opportunity to possibly block that kick. Gets up and through the uprights. That's Isaac Cruise, the kicker. And a huge play. That makes it a 3-point game here. We obviously know Logan can make field goals. And who would have thought a 2A versus 3A game was going to be the best game of the week?
It really might be. We haven't been able to watch every game going on, but based on what we've seen on the ticker. Once we get to the actual scores, that's been, I think this is going to be right up there for Friday night classics to open the season. What a game. Here comes Summit Academy. Fired up, fresh off. We have the delay of game penalty. The crucial PAC looked destined to be blocked, but somehow split the uprights in a crucial moment.
Man, I just love seeing resilient kids, especially a young team like Summit Academy. You're ahead all night. Logan goes down, they score a touchdown, take the lead on you, yet there's no shake in their game. They go down and score a touchdown to take the lead by 3 with 2:26 left in this ballgame.
Skin Science kickoff coming up here. Hope all of you are having a great night, especially if you're tuning in on the Kansas Sports Red Zone channel now. Make sure you guys tune into that after the game for great post-game coverage of recapping all the action. Here we go. This one is returnable, but there's not going to be much of a return from where it was hauled in at. Still going to be set up to start at the 35, which is still modest, Tucker.
Yeah, nearly the 40-yard line. Again, Pingree has been an extremely good athlete for this Logan Grizzlies team, whether that's on a seam route, catching deep balls. He's had multiple 30, 40-yard catches in this ball game and kept drives alive. So Logan has plenty of guys on this offensive roster that can make plays here down the stretch.
Three-year starter Easton Favero leading the offense in the 2-minute 20-second drill inside. Who else but Birch to give it to? Birch, multiple broken tackles, gets it at the 6.
Yeah, again, Seal, the freshman, able to get that tackle, but 7 yards on first down. You got to see some more urgency, though. Try to throw the football downfield.
Instead of quarterback keeper, and the draw works wonders as Favero will get stopped just short of Summit 45.
First down, Logan.
Tick, tick, tick. You got under 2 to go now. Clock stops on the first down, of course.
Hey, I can admit when I'm wrong. Great call there. Catching these guys off guard. They're thinking pass. Run the football.
Run again. It's Birch. Another good run. Gets it past the 40. 1:45 to go.
Run play by the Grizzlies.
To dwindle at Juan Diego High School. And we're going to see a timeout by this Summit.
Brings up 2nd and 5. Timeout.
Just
Bears.
gassed on the ground here late.
What an exciting game this has been.
Unreal. I mean, how lucky are we to have this one as we look across the valley? Lights are out. Where else would you rather be on a Friday night than a classic to open the season? This could be the best game played at Juan Diego this year, and it doesn't even feature Juan Diego, of course. Logan has come a long way, hour and a half the drive. Summit Academy, a short trip. This is a reminder of the Bears. We mentioned it early in the broadcast. Summit Academy, this is their 2nd time on a football field with Lions this season. The first was yesterday. Outside of that, just on grass areas and parks that they've had to make do. But despite the adversity for both teams, they each have an opportunity to win. Despite the miscues and penalties, it all comes down to the final 137 on KSL Sports. Birch again, and he is swung down. That's a huge tackle.
Yeah, Fanoa just able to slice on the interior of that offensive line and finally get a negative play for this Summit Academy defense.
Alcatoa says that's going to do it for the ground game. Try to air it out. Logan at least has 2 timeouts left, and we'll see what they look to do here. And it's just an inaccurate throw. Miscommunication there. Quick pressure by the Bears D-line.
Brings up 4th down for the Grizzlies.
I think Logan still has all 3 timeouts. However, this play could be ball game.
I'm shocked they didn't use one that last sequence. But still, we'll see what they can do here. Favero. Sargent's the name to watch. He's at the top of your screen. He's been the top target. Although Pingree at the bottom of your screen has made big plays. And now Logan has to burn the timeout.
Timeout, Logan.
That's just tough. On the 3rd down, got to have it. They tried to go a little quick, and obviously wish they could have that one back, Tucker.
Hey, how about the noise? It's getting loud here on Friday night.
That's what you love to hear. Coach Young is not happy with his water department for lacking there. And it's just been a great night of action. Tempers, emotions are obviously high. We're at 4th and 6 coming up here. Is Sargent where you got to look here if you're Favero?
I mean, 4th and 8, 4th and 7, something like that. That's the only place you can go with the football, I think. Either him or Pingree. Pingree's a good option. I would maybe look at Sargent and throw to Pingree.
The stadium is pulsing at Juan Diego. It all comes down to 4th and 6. 1:17 to go. The blitz is on. Favero, the heave, and it's caught. A first down for the Grizzlies, who live to fight another down with 1:09 to go.
First down, Logan.
Man, great patience in the pocket. Favero could have gotten happy with his feet, sits down, waits for that open spot in the zone. 2 guys were there for the Grizzlies.
Back Avila who had it, and then the keeper Favero inside, and 1:03 to
Run
go.
play by the
Are they going to
Grizzlies.
burn a timeout? Nope, they're going to keep it rolling. Under a minute to go.
Yeah, I think you got to use a timeout here, but
5-yard gain on the play.
we'll let Coach Hughey make those decisions.
50 seconds to go. Sargent at the top of your screen, single covered. He has both touchdowns today. Birch is going to get it inside. Birch dragged down just outside the 10, but he did get the first down. Of course, the clock will stop as they reset the
Run
chains.
play.
Gosh, man, those Fanoa brothers are absolute animals when they're bearing down on that football. Nice job by the safety to come down and make a play there.
Easton Favero gets it. Back to Birch. Birch makes a man miss. Follows the blockers. Stopped at the 5. 25 seconds to go, and a timeout will come in.
Run play.
Logan. So here's where it's interesting. Coming
Timeout.
up, they have 2nd down to work with. They actually could get a first down. Oh man, Tucker, it's getting good at Juan Diego. Coming down to the wire on the first Friday night of the season.
Yeah, it almost feels like the middle of playoffs right now with how intense this is getting.
First night for everyone. We hear the coaches yelling, "That's the water team." Right now, but this has just been incredible, and the fact that it can come down to 1. Now, this is where it's interesting. I believe Summit Academy, we mentioned we don't have our scoreboard up and working to give us all the timeouts. I believe they're out of timeouts here. So,
yeah.
And if they maybe have one, but I think they're out. If they run it, the question is, can you get everyone up
Second down.
and run the ball? And it's on 2nd
the
down.
Logan Grizzlies.
So I'm very curious to see what they do here, but the ground game has been the bread and butter. Do you look to Sargent first here? Do you turn to the ground? The decisions that Logan must make if they want to be the winners at Juan Diego.
Look, I think you have to throw a shot at the end zone.
Single covered again. Sargent
Yeah, to the far side.
No motion him in.
Hit him in the flat.
Outside, the pitch. Birch going for the sideline, and he stopped. Did he get out of bounds? He did. With 18 seconds remaining, he's down to the 2.
Yeah, Suliafu, they're on the far side, able to come up from his corner position. You know, didn't go with that motion to the far side. Stayed home, able to make the tackle on that far side.
3 points entering the 4th quarter. They're eyeing their 3rd touchdown in this final frame alone. Birch is the back. The keeper, Favero, he's got it. Touchdown. The Grizzlies come through.
Touchdown,
And that
Logan.
may just be game over in Juan Diego with 17 seconds to go.
Yeah, again, getting under center. Anytime they've gone under center, it's been a quarterback sneak outside the tackle. That's something this defensive front and really the linebacking core have to recognize and get to those outside gap positions and cover those holes so that can't happen. Unfortunately, now they've got a 3-point, possibly a 4-point lead with only 17 seconds left.
Favero with his 3rd touchdown of the night, his first with his legs. Birch, the kick, it's
Kick is
money.
good. Logan,
Lincoln is
25.
Logan is going
Summit
absolutely
Academy,
wild here.
21.
Wow, what a sequence.
You know, it's got to be extremely deflating for the Summit Academy football team as well. You play extremely well defensively through 3 quarters and then have been physically dominated as the bigger team late in this game. You know, maybe they're not getting enough water. Maybe there wasn't enough conditioning before, but, you know, this is also the first game, so there's going to be a lot to learn, and there's still 17 seconds left. Anything can happen.
Anything can happen. I can't imagine they want to give this ball to Meredith right here. Beckham Meredith has had a spectacular night. He has 2 touchdowns already, 25 to 21. with 17 seconds to go, Summit Academy will have to get into the end zone. I can't remember the last time I saw a 220 drive all on the ground. I mean, one catch on fourth down, I think that was it, and the rest was on the ground. Just a special performance by this Logan offense.
Yeah, but how big was that fourth down conversion?
Huge. Into the back as well, Caden Avila. We haven't said his name all night.
Yep.
And it's been all Birch and Avila with the pass play over the middle of the field. Incredible.
You know, star players make star plays in big moments.
He absolutely made one. Looks like Meredith is going to scoop it up. He's got 2 touchdowns tonight. Faces an army of Grizzlies to get into the end zone again, and he will be stopped with 10 seconds to go. And we had some fireworks after there. I think they're going to make the decision not to throw the flag, and I like it as both players jaw. 11 seconds, got to get into the end zone. This will take a miracle for the Bears.
It's been a pretty good night for them offensively, though. I think they have a lot to be proud of so far, but they also have a lot to learn, mainly the mental miscues, all the penalties, the backed up drives when they were driving the ball downfield. So there's a lot that they can, you know, get better from and learn from this week.
First down, Bears.
Logan's got the lead in truly incredible fashion. 11 seconds to go. Young, his last opportunity here. Maybe time for one more play, depending on how many yards they get. It all comes down to this with 11 seconds to go. 25 to 21.
Love to see a little hook and ladder here.
Young just gonna hoist it up. It's up in the air, and it is intercepted as Logan locks in and gets the win. Colt Red, one of the brother safeties in the back of the defense comes through, and that means Logan is gonna come into Juan Diego and take down Summit Academy 25 to 21. What a night to kick off the season.
Yeah, just a great job. Prevent defense. I mean, we talked about the red zone early on in this football game. Having the Red brothers back there, they've been extremely consistent, whether that's coming up and making plays in the run game or making plays through the air. They've been able to be there, and, you know, credit the defense of this Grizzlies football team for keeping them in it throughout the entire game up until the fourth quarter when their offense decided to wake up and score some points.
Yeah, the only thing that went wrong, their guard wasn't in on the final play of the game. Grizzlies take the knee. Logan will lock in and get a win.
Final score, Logan
Grizzlies
25, Summit Academy 21.
To kick off the 2026 high school football season. Wow, what a night, Tucker.
Yeah, just an excellent ball game to be a part of. Credit Coach Hughie and the Grizzlies for sticking with it, being resilient, driving the ball downfield and scoring there with, 17 seconds left. Pretty crazy. But again, a good night for the Summit Academy Bears as well.
A reminder, you can tune in to the KSL Sports Red Zone channel to get recaps on all the action across the state, including, I'm sure, this absolute instant classic we witnessed to open the season. It may have been sloppy, but man, was it elite down the stretch. The offenses woke up. This was 14-3 early on for most of the second half, and finally get some offense. 8-3 actually for most of it. Then 14-3. 22-point fourth quarter for this Logan offense. Relieved to them getting a win. What a night. I think you got to talk about Mason Birch. What a performance for him.
Yeah, Mason Birch obviously could be a strong, option for our helmet sticker tonight, but also Olsen. On the defensive side of the football, the timely plays that he made throughout the night kept them in the ball game and gave his offense, a chance to take the lead down the stretch.
Shout out to the Logan fans who made the trip, as they are absolutely elated after that incredible come from behind victory. Truly a night that will live on forever in these young men's dreams, and it actually happened. This is the best part of it all. What a night here. The defense good at first, and then even, how about Easton Favero late with his legs getting in and a couple big throws to Sargent too.
Yeah, I mean, credit the whole team, right? The coaching staff for sticking with it. If you trust in your players and in the process, good things are going to happen, whether it's in the first quarter or the fourth quarter. But if you play only 3 quarters, guess what? There's one more to play, and you could very well easily lose that football game, and that's what we saw happen tonight.
It is what we saw happen. What a night it was. Both sides of the ball. Everyone stepped up. And really, because of the fourth quarter performance, that makes this decision very difficult. We got to give out a helmet sticker here, Tucker. Very hard.
Yeah. I mean, there's quite a few guys. Hey, I don't disagree, and I think they're both going to come from the same team. My guy would probably be Olsen. I mean, just the timing plays he made defensively, you know, a little bit undersized. Just able to really take control of the line of scrimmage, whether it was offensively or defensively. I don't think anybody got near the quarterback while he was playing his tackle position as well.
Yeah, two-way force, Graydon Olsen, an absolute star all night, a menace off the edge, and protected the offense.
Next Summit Academy
I'll go to the
game
offensive side of the ball, and even though Favero ran it in, he does end with 3 touchdowns. Got to go with Mason Birch. I could not believe the way he came through. And it was one of those weird things, not seeing the running backs get the ball for so much of this game. And then finally, he starts feeding in the fourth, and the magic worked. Birch with a big-time performance as it is given a win. They took the scoreboard down quickly here, but we won't forget, 25-21, the winners in the first game on a Friday night of the 2026 high school football season, played here at Juan Diego, of all places, is officially Logan, the Grizzlies. What a night, what a game. Your final thoughts, Tucker?
Hey, I'm just grateful to be here. It's been fun. I'm glad we got to witness a competitive matchup this evening. You know, from the opening whistle to the final one, we had a bunch of kids out there on the football field giving 110% in each and every play, and we saw that by the end result and how exciting and how much each team wanted that victory.
What a night, what a performance, and we are grateful we got to be here, calling all the action with it, and we thank all of you for tuning in, especially bearing our technical difficulties as well. Thank you guys again. For my analyst, Tucker Bass, for our cameraman, Mike Christensen, I'm JT Wistersill. Thank you for tuning in. You've been watching KSL Sports Rewind as at Juan Diego High School, of all places, the Logan Grizzlies get the win over Summit Academy, 25-21. Make sure you tune over to that KSL Sports Red Zone channel to get all the recap. And we'll see you next Friday. Have a great evening, everyone. Ball is back.